Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's Wednesday. Oh, look, I am not in front of the W. I am your host, Jason Logan, and I look like I'm staying at a palatial resort, possibly in Orlando someplace. I don't know, but look, I'm in a banquet, a dinette of some sort. And guess what? Sitting off camera right now, and we're going to do this social distancing. I figured I'd do this as well, because we're doing that. Joey, put your mask on.
I don't have my mask on.
Joey, you don't have a mask on. Let's go.
I said forget it today. You know what? Forget the COVID. No, that's not the COVID. You've been safe. I've been safe.
Yeah,
we've hung out a few times. I think you can take the mask off. It's okay.
Yeah, we're taking.
We'll social distance. But today,
okay. First of all, hold on. First of all, the camera's shaking. You idiots. The camera's shaking.
We're on a table.
Okay, what I'm saying, the camera's shaking. Whoever's got the camera, chill. Joey, your T-shirt's phenomenal. I got to throw it out there right now. You came on camera, and once again, your T-shirt just totally took it to a whole nother level today.
We went to Disney. We wanted to see
You can turn your mic up a little bit, Joey. You can turn your mic up.
Today, we wanted to see how COVID-friendly was, how it was COVID-friendly, I guess. They were temperature, which, whatever. Sometimes people say you don't have symptoms, but constantly have to wear the mask. There are so many spaces. You have to space out everywhere. We went on where we go.
We went on 3 rides. The Millennium Falcon ride.
Yep, that's a what is that called? Smuggler's Run. Then Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance, which, by the way, might be the greatest ride ever of all time. Just saying.
Right. And then what's the other one?
Okay, hold on. Why is the camera shaking? Jason, is your stomach hitting the table?
Yes, it is. Well, it is, but it's not.
Okay.
Stop. We're excited.
Pull the table out just a little bit.
Listen, Joe. By the way,
new for us. We've never done this before.
By the way, Joey, let's be honest. He's in the other room. He could come out here. He's in the other room. We're all on location.
Just so you know, our guest backstage is actually laughing at us, thinking, "Okay, this actually might be fun." These guys are kind of stupid.
What a bunch of assholes!
Look at that fat guy trying to drink and not shake the table. Anyways, Rise of the Resistance might be the greatest ride I've ever done. Amazing, fun stuff. And then we rode the runaway train.
What is it called?
We're at Hollywood Studios.
Runaway Railway.
Hollywood Studios.
If you got a time, or if you were going to come here on vacation and get a hotel, or you had the hotel already, I would say do it. I know it sounds crazy, but maybe the travel might be the big pain in the butt, or if you can get in a car and drive, that'd be the best thing to do. But honestly, everybody's been really good. Everybody's been ridiculously social distancing. I've seen them spray their countertops. I couldn't even tell you how many times they sprayed countertops.
There were so many hand sanitizer stations. I mean, like every 50 feet, there was hand sanitizer stations. And
it was idiot proof.
Yeah, listen. And as we were doing the Smuggler's Run, I was like, oh, look at this fun stuff. Look at this cool thing. I'm touching everything. I'm going, wait a second. I'm at Disney. I should be touching anything. And then thank God there was a hand sanitizer thing, and I was like, I sanitized.
Yeah. You don't want to get the Rona. All right, so hit me with two songs, and then we'll bring our guests.
All right,
we don't know. I don't want to look, so I got to move.
Yeah, Joey's sitting right next to me this time, so this is fun. And this is new and exciting. Imagine if we had a production studio to do this.
Right, we'd be actually like high class right now.
Oh, so good. By the way, you did a TV spot here in Orlando for Common Knowledge.
I did
as we were doing.
We were literally standing right before we were walking in the park. They're like, you got to do it at 9:30. I was like, oh, okay. So we legit, I did it. Right. Hey, you know what? It's actually, that's the beautiful thing about now what's happening with all the COVID stuff.
Right.
You're able to go and be anywhere remotely and be able to still be okay, and it's accepted. Usually it's like, well, you need to be in the studio. We need to see you. I think this is actually kind of nice because any guest that we have, like Judy, that's going to be on here in a minute, you could be in your home. You could be completely bottomless and you're good. It's great.
It's awesome. So we got a whole new setup today. So let's see how it works. Here comes song number 1.
Let me know, Joe, if you hit
Joey
this music,
Fatone.
We're going to figure this out.
Joey's in charge of the volume. So if it's too loud,
I apologize.
Yeah. Matt is in charge of turning the broadcast on and off.
I'm also about to try to load stuff in.
Oh Jesus. Here we go.
Go for it.
Can you hear it, Joey?
Oh, I hear it. I'm just trying to think what it is. Oh gosh, darn it! I gotta hear the beginning of it, like the actual words.
All right, here we go.
I hate these long intros. You shut up so I can hear it. Who is this? Oh my gosh!
I have stumped you. I have stumped you on this one before too.
Right?
That's it.
Some kind of one. What is it? Who sings this though? Shit. Judy's screaming right now. I can see her backstage screaming at me.
She knows it.
All right, artist or title, right?
Either
Some Kind
one.
of Wonderful?
Nope.
Some kind of girl?
Nope.
Fuck.
There it was.
She's a beautiful girl.
She's a beauty.
She's a beauty. Sorry.
The Tubes, Joey. The Tubes.
The Tubes, Joseph.
I didn't know.
The Tubes.
All right, one more song.
Jason,
What, Joey? Or Joe?
why is the table shaking again?
Because listen, look, it's what happens.
It's his
I
gut.
know, but
Nat-
people are commenting that they're getting nauseous.
I keep moving the dais.
He's moving away from. Yeah, I'm trying to get close to the microphone.
How about now? No, you're good. You don't have to eat it. You're good.
I was told I had to eat them. I was told I had to.
No, you're good.
No, there was people that told me.
All right, one more song.
Doesn't
Let's go.
matter. Here we go. How about this one?
Rock the Casbah.
Done. Who sings it?
I have no idea.
Chad Molly. Who sings it? Clash.
Sounds like something you have. What do you have? I have the Clash.
So, by the way, there are so many people here in the studio audience. Chad Molly's here in person. Joe Mulvihill's in the room.
How
We've
many
got
others,
Chad over
Joey?
there working from home.
Matt's over here.
Christina's over there. There's Matt. This is ridiculous. This is
funny.
Joey. I liken this to Matt. I said, Matt, this show's going to be like Captain Kangaroo going to Great America in California. And he's like, Captain Kangaroo.
No, he doesn't know Captain
I know.
Kangaroo.
Come on, man. I used to love and the banana splits when they go la 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 la.
Holy shit.
All I'm going to tell you is I think our guest is ready to go because she was dancing on both songs. She was screaming at you, Joey. She was screaming at you, Jason. She was screaming at all of you. So I think she's
All
ready.
right. Wait, we're sitting together. This is going to be funny what we normally do. You ready?
You ready? Here we go. Hey, Joey!
Hey, Jason!
Guess what?
What?
Usually I research and do a lot of information finding about our guests, but they were not available today because I was at Disney World riding rides. So, for what I know about our next guest, she is a legendary comedian. She has been toe-to-toe with every comedian since the 80s,
Yes,
90s,
she actually
2000s.
does a lot of other shows, and she actually did a show with me called Chopped.
There it is. So, Jody, let's bring her. Jody.
I'm Joey.
Yeah.
If you want to combine those words, have another cocktail.
Joey, let's bring in our guest, Miss Judy Gold.
Woo!
Yay!
Listen, I have two. I love how you put my name. Listen, first of all, you don't say comedian anymore, Jason. What the fuck? Okay?
Well, I apologize.
It's not like 1957, all right?
Comedian, I apologize.
All right, wait, here's the other thing. Ready?
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm not wearing a bra, so I just
Oh,
did
that's
a
sexy.
we're
That's
wearing the same shirt.
I love it. Yeah, Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I mean, I didn't.
I think your boobs are a little bigger than mine. Let me see.
Listen, I'm working on it, Judy. I'm working on
They
it.
are. They feel that. Wow.
Yeah.
Judy, we had
Yeah.
to move the table out. That's why the table's shaking because
Oh yeah, because of your boobs. Yeah,
Jason,
definitely not because of your penis, but for your boobs.
no,
Okay.
it's not that. It's the boobs. It's the boobs.
Jason, she's got a nice Superman logo on her shirt. You got this helicopter
Yeah.
pad landing.
This is where Superman lands, right here.
All right.
So how you been, Judy? I know you're dealing with the whole COVID thing. How you been dealing with this? And where are you right now? You're in
Okay, so I'm in Provincetown, Massachusetts.
Jesus, nice.
Yeah, it's the tip of the Cape. I have a house here. I've been here since March. I wrote a book. And it just came out.
The first
Here
one?
it is. It's about free speech from the perspective of a comedian, about this cancel culture and all this bullshit where no one can take a fucking joke anymore. And it's doing really well. It's doing really well because I'm so sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this PC bullshit.
When did
So-
people get soft all of a sudden?
You know, it's so ridiculous. You know what it is, Joey? It's look, we did Chop together. Not fun, okay? You're standing there for 4 fucking hours waiting to get rejected. Okay.
Yep.
So, by the way, can I just say one thing?
Go.
On the appetizers for Chopped.
Yep.
Okay, we had the kuji kang, whatever the hell that was. We had the chicken. We had the avocado and the fucking stupid vanilla cake. Remember
the bean cupcakes?
Yeah. So, okay, I'm a mom. I don't like present, but it tastes good.
Right.
And what's his name? The skater. What was his name? Gay.
Johnny Weir.
Yeah. Johnny Weir, who I love. He says to me, right when we're all standing there, right before we're starting to open the basket, I don't even know how to cook. I just, I've never cooked in my life. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm in. So meanwhile, okay, I seasoned my chicken breast. I made guacamole with the kujikan kagu. All right, I fucked up with the. I should have taken the icing from the cupcakes and put it in the guacamole.
Well, I did that with the chicken. I put that on top of the chicken. I made it sweet and spicy. Is what I did.
Oh, whatever. Shut the fuck up. Okay, but I just took the cupcake and smashed it and made it like a crust. Anyway, okay, so I put it on the plate. Not pretty, but tasty. It tasted good. Right. Johnny Weir doesn't even know how to fucking cook. He goes in the back, a flour. Oh, I'll put a flower on the plate. Yeah. Oh, I'll put some garnishes. Okay. And he fucking wins. And you knew that they thought I was going to win because in the entree portion was matzah. And, I'm the only Jew and I would have made matzah brie and totally fucking whipped your assholes.
But you did. But you know what? That's the part of the game. Shit happens.
I know.
What you got to do.
Erroneous.
But it was fun.
It's fun, though.
But Layla is so competitive, isn't she?
Oh my gosh. No, Layla looked at me and she's like, I'm going to beat your ass.
And I know.
Before when I did Dance with the Stars. And I'm like, slow down. Relax.
Right.
The competition. This is not our life. We're not.
Right. And she brought her own knives.
Exactly. So how you been dealing with everything that's been going on, though, by the way?
It's sucky for comics because there's no place for us to perform. I'm doing 2 shows a week here in Provincetown outside. There's a club and they have an outdoor area by the pool. So I work Mondays and Wednesdays outside. But in June, I did in Manhattan. Well, it was in Queens. There's an outdoor, drive-in movie theater, right? And they put a flatbed truck in front of the screen. And we did stand-up, and the audio goes into the cars. So, we're doing sets. Yeah, but they laugh.
You can't hear anything, right? They're in the
They're flashing their lights. I'm doing car jokes. It was so fucking... I'm like, hey, Audi, what's your fucking problem? Someone needs an inspection. It was so stupid. Hey, Mercedes, you don't like the Jew jokes? It was so fucking stupid, but it's like I had to get on stage. I couldn't take it. It was ridiculous.
It's such a weird thing, but it's amazing how people are honestly, because usually, there's some people, of course, there are people in the world anyway that are like, screw that, I'm not doing this. But there's so many people in that are like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to figure this shit out and make it work. And that's actually what's cool about it. I know, again, certain times it's a little bit difficult. People are doing, like you said, stand up in their cars or concerts and stuff. But hey, you know what? If that's what you need to do right now, so be it. Because I know once things really open up, so many people are looking for any performance of any kind of.
I can't tell you.
It's it's going to be ridiculous how many people are going to be on the show.
The people who come to my shows here, first of all, it's sold out all the time. Not that sold out is sold out anymore, but now I can always say I sold out because it's like half capacity. But anyway, they're starving for entertainment, especially laughter. I mean, we're in such a shit show here.
So much negativity.
And it's healing. It's like a coping mechanism and it unites us. Everyone's been away from each other and just to sit in an audience together and laugh it's fucking, it's amazing. It's it's great for the comics, but it's even better for the audience. But I just read this article about, someone wrote an article about how New York's never going to come back. And it's it's just so sad.
It's just going to take time again, but it's almost even in back in the day, how bad it was in the 80s, 70s and 80s.
The 70s was, you were a baby.
New York City was. It's crazy because it's almost like that. And the same thing with LA. I'm hearing about LA. There's so many people in Hollywood, so many bums now, or so many people that are homeless, not bums.
Oh,
homeless people and all this stuff. And it's how and when is this actually going to clean back up?
But you know what they did? But there's no industry. No one's going to the office. Like at least before, people were, going to the deli and picking up lunch, but no one's there. But here's, what's the shittiest part? So I live on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and there's all these like really cool boutique hotels. And De Blasio, who I fucking hate, anyway, he got he turned them into homeless shelters, like for methadone addicts, and some of them are convicted pedophiles. And there's like a school within 2 blocks. It's like, what are you fucking doing? Like, it's you can be just liberal enough. It's just ridiculous.
But with that, to switch gears.
Switching gears.
I want to hear some music. I want to test your knowledge on some music. Hopefully.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is the fun part.
Judy, you were backstage making all kinds of noise. You knew the first two, right?
Yeah. I thought the first one was Tom Waits, actually, but go ahead.
Tom Waits. All right. Well, listen, all you gotta do is title an artist.
Either or, actually. You don't have to do both.
We're gonna fire the fastball right down the middle for you. Here you go.
Okay, let me get Google out. Go ahead.
You can cheat if you want.
Is this Devo?
No.
No, wait.
Turn it up a little bit.
It's Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar.
There it is.
Turn it up just a little bit so she can hear it better.
Very good song. From 1983, Joey.
I had a roommate in college. My roommate in college was obsessed with Pat Benatar, and she had all this fucking hair. And I swear to God, she used to put Pat Benatar on in the morning and like go crazy, and then take Aquanet and go like flip her hair and go. And it was so fucking crazy. So that's what I did.
Was it the purple can or the light pink one? Because I know there was like one or two that were different, and then it was Aussie. Remember Aussie hairspray as well?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Listen. I've got Aussie shampoo in my shower. Oh yes, it smells delightful.
Do you even have hair? I can't see.
Hold on.
Jason actually has hair.
Oh, you have hair.
It's been like 6 weeks since I've had a haircut.
Oh, you have hair, Joey.
Well,
gets a little gray.
I did Ballsy. If not,
Joey, my assistant is fucking. She's like, I still have my T-shirt from my concert.
Where is she? Bring her out.
Where is she?
She's not here. She's in New York.
What's her name?
Should we send
Brittany? Hey, Brittany. Brittany. Woo!
Hey, should we send her the link to get on? Your assistant.
Here, look.
Send her the link. Oh Jesus, I'm so sorry.
Get that girl on here.
Wait, I'm gonna call her. Can I call her?
Yeah, what we do is we can send her the link.
Send her the link, Judy. Send her the link to this.
Okay. The top thing. All right, I'm not that old. Shut the fuck up.
So, Judy, speaking of not that old, when was the first stand-up gig you did?
Yeah, where was the first thing that? Yeah.
Oh my God, am I really gonna say this?
What age were you?
I was 19.
Oh shit.
It was 1981.
Wow. And when did you I just took a stand-up class during COVID.
You did?
No, I did. And I was like, it was like intro to stand-up at one of our SAC Theater, which is like improv that, like the whole thing that they do.
Total SAC Theater. I love that place.
Yeah. So I did it and I was like, oh my God, everybody's like, oh, you're funny. You should do it. But being funny around your friends and being it's
a whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing to get up in front of people. My palms sweated every time I went to, and it was all online, dude. I was literally like, I had to write something.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Meaning in sense, there's a punch, there's the line, there's the punch, but there's also, of course, you got to be a good storyteller.
Well,
there's some.
Well, I was about to ask Judy, what makes a good comedian? What kind of?
Here's what makes a great comedian. A great comedian makes you laugh and makes you think. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you have to tell the truth. Number three, you cannot be a great comedian without getting on stage every fucking night of your life, because you have to be comfortable up there, and you have to know what the fuck you're doing. I mean, calm down. I'm 57 years old. I've been doing this since I'm 19 years old. And I feel more comfortable on stage than I do like at a party. I'm like, oh my God, but it really is the sucky part of the art form, and the greatest part of the art form is you don't know what's funny until you try it out. So you need an audience. Like if you're a painter, you don't paint a tenth of a painting and then get an audience together to go, what do you think of the sun here and the tree there? But that's what we do. And we don't know where the line is until we've crossed it. So, and the audience tells us that. So now we're all getting canceled because we crossed the line in our fucking home on stage.
Right.
While we're trying out material. It's so fucking ridiculous, but it really is. You can't teach funny. You're either funny or you're not funny. And, you know, there are crafty joke tellers like Seinfeld.
Right.
There and there's you know, Wendy Liebman. I don't know if you know her. She's a
yes.
yeah. So she'll say something really ironic and then have a tag that you're not expecting. Stephen Wright, who's just one-liner after one-liner. And then there's the conversational, telling a story and sort of tricking you into that you're just listening to a story, but they're all well-crafted jokes like Joan Rivers, you know? Right. And, you know, go ahead.
That art form has been, not say diluted, but like,
cheapened.
again, like yourself, like a George Carlin, like those you guys are like the
she's got her book.
I don't mind like Dane. Yeah, I don't mind like Dane Cook and certain people like that, but I don't know. Like people like that are funny in their one-liners, but it's really interesting as you know, like generations as you get older.
Right.
Certain jokes don't hit a crowd as
right, and that's fine, because we do evolve. So some things and words are not funny anymore. Like Don, right. I have a chapter. Thank God Don Rickles is dead. You know, because he wouldn't make it now. But you know,
funny.
There are, you know, he was fucking hilarious, and people don't understand that now. That he was literally saying, "You're this, you're that, we're all the same." You know, it's this caustic warmth. People don't. You know what it is, Joey? It's that people have taken the intent, context, and nuance out of comedy. So like you'll say, oh, they said that word. Oh, that's a topic we can't talk about. It's like, fuck you. I can talk about anything as long as it's funny.
It's my stage. Yeah, my show. If you don't want to listen
to my show, my experience, you know? And also, you know, if you murder someone and you're on trial for homicide, your sentence is determined by your intent. What were you thinking? Did you think about it before? But that same consideration isn't given to a comedian. It's like you take it the wrong way and then you want them canceled. It's like if you wrote a shitty song and they're like, he should never sing again. Like, what the fuck?
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Judy Gold. And I don't mean to get so political on this, but well, I'm not going to go down this road. Anyways.
No, go.
The road I was going to go down was last night Joe Biden had Cardi B interview her, right? And I'm like, oh, Cardi B, cool. Yeah, she's awesome, but it's just funny to watch that whole dynamic.
And there's nothing wrong. She may know a lot of stuff about politics.
Right.
But
it's Cardi B, and her song right out is now called WAP. And if you know what WAP's all about, do you know what? Yeah.
Right.
Keep it as clean as that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
because I really want you to be clean.
Right. Yeah. Wet ass vagine. Anyways, dude, you were on that text last night. I said that's tantamount to grab her by the, you know, whatever that Donald Trump said. I'm like, dude, how is this going on? And how is it okay? And we pick and choose our social, what we want to be upset about. And what you're saying, I agree.
Here's the thing. I feel like being offended by something is a choice.
Correct.
So you can either be offended and go, oh, I was offended, and move on with your fucking life.
Right.
Or you can be offended and be like, you know, outraged and shut that person down. Like if you go to a comedy club and get upset that you were offended, it's like getting on a fucking roller coaster and being upset that you were scared. Like, what the fuck? You know? This thing, like, everyone gets, this is where I think it all came from. Everyone gets a trophy. You know, like when I was growing up, no one got a trophy unless you were good. Everyone got bullied and they learned how to fucking deal with it. And sticks and stones will break my bones and names will never hurt me was like the mantra of my growing up in the 60s and 70s. And now it's like, you know, you get a trophy for winning the race and breaking the record, and you get a trophy for smiling while he did it. No.
Judy Gold, it's the pussification of America.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Listen, my kid came home. He was running track. He came home with an orange ribbon. It said 7th place on it. I go, what is
What the
that?
fuck?
He goes,
What the fuck?
he goes, Dad, I came in 7th place. And I go, they gave you a ribbon for that? He
Yeah.
goes, yeah, they give top 8. I go, do not display that.
Out of
anywhere.
how many? Out of how many?
I was like, what is that? You came in 7th place? Not even top 3?
I know. It's like fucking, okay, you're not good at that. Move on. It's like, hello.
Right.
I did a show where me.
What is with your mic? What is,
Yeah,
I don't
Joe,
think
you
your
can
mic
hear
is on.
Turn your mic up, Joe.
I've been trying to
It's not
turn
even
it
on.
to turn it because I've been turning this up.
Oh,
He's been-
that's good. That's good. That's good.
I'm good.
I'm glad I'm doing tech for the fucking
Yeah,
show.
Judy,
Thanks,
trust me,
Judy.
this is low budget, Judy. Judy, trust me.
Don't
it's low
worry, in a
budget.
4,000 night suite, but we can't figure out the
It's
sound.
right. This is right here with it, completely right there with you.
Yeah.
What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, my kid. So where was I? Sorry, we were talking about. I just lost my train of thought now. Oh
Your
my God.
kid.
Let's play a song and let Joel regain his
Oh
thought.
my God. You're going through
Where's
menopause.
Jeanette
All right,
with
go
her
ahead.
drinks? Jeanette, drinks!
Wait,
Sorry,
wait.
we have our calculator here.
My assistant is backstage.
No, totally. No,
Oh,
she
she's
just,
here.
no, I
She's
was gonna
here.
say, hold on. She was backstage. She just got off because she's coming back on now. But really, I just want to say something. You said something more valuable than anything, Judy. That you said that comedians. Brittany, I see you in the back. Hang tight for 1 second. Judy, you said that comedians have to work and they have to be on stage and they have to be in front of people to feel the audience. When you said earlier about the cars and how weird that was, Eddie Murphy's talking about coming back and Eddie Murphy's practicing. Eddie Murphy made a very valuable comment that, as funny as he is, he's lost touch a little bit with being on stage. And he's questioning, can I pull it off?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so, because it's like it's musical. Like when you're up there, you're in the zone, right?
Yes.
And you're like, okay, got the pace. I got the pace of the audience. I got the pace of my material. And you're deciding while you're up there, okay, I'm going to start the joke now. There's lingering laughter. And like, there's all this shit going on. They don't like that joke. They're not going to like that joke, and it's such a give and take. And it's like working out. Like you get flabby if you don't work out, but
You gotta
same
do the
thing
reps.
happens. Yeah.
It's just
You
like,
don't-
hey, we're gonna go run this route every 5. We're gonna run this route until we get it right 400 times. Tom Brady, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
It's all reps.
Yeah, but Jason, they don't
Gotta
look at
do the reps.
but Jason, they don't look.
They're fucking tables moving again.
Yeah,
Because it was
Jason.
working out, Judy Gold. The reps.
The point I was making is people don't realize one word that Judy says and how her pause and how she comes back and the tone. There's so many scientific.
It's timing. It's all
Yes.
timing.
Yes.
It's like, it's like jazz. You're in a jazz band. So you start with the melody, the song, and then you hand it off. Like the MC hands it off. Here you go. Take this and do what you will with it.
Right.
And there's such a connection that the other people in the band know when the guy's done or the woman's done, with their improv. It's just, there's so much involved, and it really is the audience. And it's an intimate art form, like, do you ever notice, like, I can't believe I just said, but when you see like concerts of guys doing stand-up in these huge, it's sort of like joke, land,
There's a long
pause,
That's tough.
start again. There's something missing when you're in an intimate room and you're all in this fucking thing together. It's like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you, it's definitely a science. People don't appreciate it the way they should, because it's extremely difficult to just be standing there basically naked with a mic, make me laugh. Like you go on stage and people are like, make me laugh, Judy.
Right.
There's a pressure.
Here, I don't have an opening act, so I don't have anyone eating shit before I go on stage. So, and that makes me a better comic, that I get out there. And here's the other thing comics have to do: address the elephant in the room. You can't be afraid of talking about something. That's what a laugh is. It's a release of tension. And if you start banning ideas and words, we're fucked.
Yes.
Yeah. And back to your point really quick, I want to pull this up before we get your assistant on. This is your book. How recent was this written?
I wrote it last year. It came out 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
The audio, if you don't like to read, the audio book it's me, talking, but it really,
I have to listen to that.
it's so great because it was so great to write it because, there's so much history and censorship. And I really do believe in free speech for everyone, even if I hate what you fucking think. But, what was great about it is that for each point I was trying to make, each chapter is sort of an argument, like don't take yourself so fucking seriously. But I had material of other comics to prove my point. And just the history of Lenny Bruce and George Carlin and Richard Pryor and Joan Rivers, like it's fascinating. Comics love the book, which is my biggest compliment. It's like when you work in a club and the staff loves you, then you know you're funny.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Joey, we are going to bring on Britt, who's Judy's assistant. We're going to ask her some questions, and then we're going to have them compete against each other on the next.
Oh, fuck!
Here she
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Brett.
Hey, baby!
Oh my God! What is even today? I don't know. I don't even know.
There's your boyfriend.
So
It's
the
my
picture,
boy-
what was the picture of a poster or a shirt? What was that? Did you freeze? Oh, it's a shirt. Oh, she had it.
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry,
A
Britt.
shirt.
I apologize.
Britt, you seem younger than Joey, Jason, and Judy. I hope you can handle the genre of music.
Yeah,
when it rolls
she's
out.
pretty smart, but
Hey,
fuck her. I'm gonna win.
I don't want to compete against Judy's music knowledge, but we'll try.
Okay.
We can always throw in a newer one and just
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm. Britt,
Joe,
is
can
Judy
we
a
shut
good
up?
person to work for? Is she nice?
I could never
Brett.
work for anyone else. She's the
Okay,
best,
good.
and I say that.
Britt, what if I have
I
$400
say
million
that
and I want you to run my life? Can you do that for me, please?
She
Nice.
is fucking unbelievable
No.
and tough. No, she's fucking great. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'd do without her. Honestly.
I'm sure she's tough as nails. You know what I mean? Like when it comes down to the business, she's cutting throats.
Brittany's from West Virginia and
Very in the body. It's cool.
and not Jewish. And I'm like a Jewish girl from New Jersey. And we have taught each other so much. She's fucking great.
I love
And
it.
I love her. And she's
All right, here
organized.
we go. How about this song, ladies? See if you know this
Okay.
one.
Oh, first I was afraid. I was petrified. I'm thinking how I'd ever live without you by my side.
Who was it? Who's saying what's the song?
Without you by my side. Donna Summer.
I
Yeah,
don't
I will
I
survive.
don't even
I will
care. No, it's
survive.
Gloria Gaynor. The fact that she is saying
Gloria
it.
Gaynor. Fuck shit. Fuck. Okay. Gloria Gaynor.
She just
I can't
jumped down and started
I'm moving
singing.
for
I don't
Wi-Fi
even
purposes,
care.
but I know that song.
Oh, good for
Got that
you.
look on your face. Turn to change.
Britt, did you even know that song?
Of course, I know that song. I'm in my 30s. I'm not born in a barn.
Whatever.
Judy's got
You see how Judy plays the game. This is for keeps. We're playing prison rules now. How about this one?
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're not even making. By the way, where's Jeanette?
Oh, this is-
Break!
What?
Here we go,
This
Judy.
is a-
Wait, here it comes.
stripper song. This is like the male stripper song right now.
We're your weather girl. And have we got news for you?
I know.
Oh, you're lonely girl. And leave those umbrellas at home. All right. It's rising.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, shit, fuck.
I know this song too. Damn it. For the first time.
Fuck.
Bad habits.
Oh, wait, from Fame. What's her name? From Fame.
Here we go.
From Fame. Fuck, what's her name? She was in Fame. Fuck, shit.
10.
Man. Hallelujah.
I don't know who is it.
Man. Hey.
Weather girls. The weather girls.
Weather girls. Fuck,
Weather
shit.
girls.
Oh my God! You know what? I have a joke in my act with that song because I say if we get rid of gender, all our songs are gonna have to change the lyrics. And one of the songs is "It's raining them." Hallelujah!
Hey, there you go. That's awesome.
Now that is good. That is good.
It's raining them.
Yeah, get it?
We're definitely doing that. I'm not kidding you. That's freaking hilarious.
Listen, all I know is I got my main man over here pouring me a cocktail.
Oh, fuck you. Brittany,
mean,
are
we-
you drinking?
We have
No,
our
am
own
I supposed to be
slave.
drinking?
We have our slave here. Now go make our food.
Thank you. Yeah, do that.
I'm drinking.
All right, here you go. One more time. Let's see if this song makes sense.
All right,
Okay.
go. Oh, I know this song.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, what a night.
What a night.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Come on, Brett.
Yes, I do. I probably know it.
I know it.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Brett?
I don't know who sang it, but this is my dad's music.
It's ladies' night.
There
Feelings
you
right.
go. Wait a second. Did Brett just go, yeah, my dad knows this song? I don't.
No,
Did
this
you
is
say that, Brett?
my dad's favorite kind of music, so I know this
Oh,
song.
okay.
I couldn't tell you who sings it though. But I know
It's
what it
ladies' night, and I'm feeling
Right.
right.
So,
Oh,
Judy,
what
let
a
me ask
night.
you this question. Do you remember the first joke you ever told on stage?
Okay. All right. I remember one of my first jokes, but
Okay.
not the all right. It's so stupid.
It's okay. It was your. We all.
It's
know
your
that
first
was your
joke. You were
first-
19 years old.
19.
Okay, this is one of my first jokes. Okay, ready? You know, I love people watching. It's so much fun. The other day, I saw this Hindu woman walking down the street. She had dyslexia. She had a dot on the back of her head.
What?
So fucking stupid.
Yes.
Which I'm sure I get in trouble for now.
But it's funny. Come on.
I
It's
know.
comedy. Listen, you pay money to go to a comedy show. So if you get offended by anything anyone
I
says,
know. I know.
Jesus, Joey,
I just unplugged something. I'm
you
sorry.
unplugged your headphones. Oh,
Ow! I can't fucking deal with
Oh,
it.
God.
See, if Brittany was there, this wouldn't have happened.
I know, right? Chad Molly,
Dude, he's blaring in my ears right now.
Chad Molly, the Persian perfection over there should be running this show.
Mhm.
Not you, Chad. You make drinks. Chad Molly's in charge
Judy,
of
you
that
gotta
one.
bear with us. This is the first time we've ever been together because everybody's been quarantined. So
Oh, right.
everybody's in separate, completely houses. They're home. So
And
this
that
is-
worked,
I have
apparently.
weird monitors in my ear, and this dude is screaming.
Listen,
in
I'm
my
trying
ear.
to back up.
No, but you want to be heard on there, but this is like
Right.
a nightmare.
Right.
All right, let's do one more.
All right, one more. Oh my
Well,
God.
not
hold on.
one more, but we're gonna play one more at this moment. Then
All right, let's get up in this one. How about this? What? Wait. How about this one? Britt, I hope you get this one right.
I've known all of these so far.
Ah!
Can't touch this.
No. With a very kinky girl. But
It's actually super freak. It ain't can't touch this.
it's super freak.
Well, it's the same beat.
Girl.
People know the generations. They don't know that.
Hello, mama.
It's Rick James, bitch. What about that, Judy Gold? What about Dave Chappelle?
Oh, I love Dave Chappelle. Fucking
Dave
awesome.
Chappelle, when he does the whole the special with the I'm going to tell you 4 stories about OJ, and he leaves after the 3rd one, but he's like he comes back for his encore. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you the 4th one. That is just
So
that
brilliant.
guy-
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
I
Brilliant.
mean, do you just sit back sometimes and just look at people going, God, I wish I thought about that.
You know what's amazing?
It
To
pisses
be-
you off.
Correct me if I'm wrong. To be a comedian, too, you kind of gotta be outside the box. You know what I mean?
Right. We think in joke. Like that's all we think. Like the
Right.
most horrible tragedy can happen. And we think of a joke. Like I write about this in my book. But Gilbert Gottfried, who's one of my favorite. Okay. So remember he got fired from Aflac because there was a tsunami in Japan and and it was right when Twitter was new and his followers were like, all right, you're going to do some inappropriate jokes about the tsunami. So he didn't even know how bad it was. He had no idea. No one knew that it was bad. They just heard of a tsunami. And so then he posts some jokes and then we find out it's like a horrible tsunami and he gets fired from Aflac. And he said that night, he's at home and he's watching the news and they're doing this, the tsunami and the destruction and the death and the horror. And the newscaster says, and to make matters worse, Gilbert Gottfried, and he's sitting there going, I made matters worse. I made that. I'm that important. Like and
Right.
And it's like, no, it's ridiculous. It was a fucking joke. Do your due diligence when you hire a comic for something. But
Dude, that's so funny, Judy Gold. I deliver Uber Eats because I have no job right now, and this is the only thing I've got going on. And I was at a bag full of Chipotle with chips and queso and whatever the hell they serve at Chipotle, and I was on the phone talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, this 6-car accident happened right in front of me, like car flipping and doing whatever. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm on the phone going, oh, wow, I got to stop and help. And I'm going, wait, I've got Chipotle I got to deliver. I can't stop and help a human being. I have to make my $3 run and hopefully get a $6 tip.
Right.
And I was like, but I said it out loud, being like, I was being serious. But then after the whole fact, I'm going, that's pretty funny to me. And that's so inconsiderate. I should have stopped and helped.
So, I'm sorry you're dying, but I have to deliver, this
I need to make $9.
I need the fucking $6, yeah.
The pandemic is killing me. I need to make $9.
Brett, I gotta ask you quick, so how long have you had that t-shirt? Or is that a new one?
That t-shirt is from 1999.
99. Gosh. So you saw one of our concerts? What was it like seeing the first concert that we ever did?
I'll never forget it because it was. Oh, sorry.
No, it's not you. I just went deaf from Matt.
Hold on, Brittany. Matt. Don't, Joey, talk. This is ridiculous. Talk. Matt, turn it
louder,
up.
louder.
Matt, turn it up.
Sees 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Up a little more. Keep going a little more. You just had it.
What do you mean?
You had it loud perfectly, and then it went too far.
No, it's Matt Mendel touching things.
Can you hear me now?
This will be the last day that he's with us.
Woo! I love that song.
Chad Molly, you're good, dude. Don't worry.
Molly, dude. Chad in the back just freaking lost it.
Joey,
Chad Molly's in the...
Joey, your mic needs to
Can you hear me now?
Yes, talk to me.
Yes.
Why is this?
Wait a second.
Here we go. Come here.
All right. So your first concert was amazing because it was my first concert ever. And,
no way.
And then you guys flew over the audience.
Was that the sailing? Probably is what it was. The song was like the first.
Yeah, and you were all in white, and you were flying over the audience. And I remember crying. And my mom looked at me. My mom looked at me and she said, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "I honestly don't know." But this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That's actually the first time I met Judy. I almost cried when we were Chopped. I was like, living legend right here. Living legend. And people don't realize how tall you are.
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
She's 6'2".
Wow.
It's the only reason she hired me.
I think 6'2" sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
See, only secure guys love tall women. I'm not kidding.
True. That's true.
Isn't it true?
You gotta climb up on them and stuff. It's great.
Yeah. I've never heard that before. Wow, that's funny.
Joey, she only hired me because I'm tall.
Yeah, she's tall too.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Oh, sweet. No kidding.
Yeah, she gets
Wait,
all
is there
my
a
clothes.
requirement, Judy? You have to everybody has to at least be 6 foot or taller.
This is Judy's old sweater. I get all of her.
You know
old
what?
clothes.
Hey, Britt,
Joey
stand up.
and
Britt.
Jason, she's tall.
Yeah,
You can't see how tall I am.
Reach to the top shelf of that cabinet.
Oh,
Reach
shut the
to top
fuck
shelf.
up.
Yeah, you're tall.
Yeah.
My
It's
son
not
is
a lie.
6'8". My son's 6'8".
I know you're. Yeah. How are your kids doing, by the way?
They're good. Henry, my older one's working for the Drew Barrymore show, and
Nice.
Ben is playing basketball for Tulane.
Nice.
And Judy, if I recall, like you were one of the head writers for Rosie O'Donnell, because I think that's Joey. That's I think where we first met her, but she was one of the writers for Rosie.
Rose, yeah, I did writing and producing.
Yeah, I could just dawned on me now because I remember going, "Damn, she's tall."
I was.
To hang out and sit in a room going, "What the hell are we doing? Freaking cooking shit. What the hell?"
Yeah,
That was fun.
I just, getting rejected. I had post-traumatic chop disorder because I was upset. Come on.
You should.
work
I
so
will be.
hard. You're
I
so
agree with you.
fucking
No,
tired.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You might need a rematch for that shit because again, you're absolutely right. You should have went to the next round. Definitely 100%. I had no idea. And you know what pissed me off too? I was speaking of which, I did one thing where they kept telling me don't make ice cream because everyone else makes ice cream. When I did the finale with me and Layla.
Yeah.
With me and Layla Ali, what does she do? She makes ice cream. And I was like, I'm going to make a custard. And I made the custard and she freaking won. Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Rude.
Yeah, I know.
Erroneous. Sorry, I don't know why I keep yelling erroneous. I apologize. I don't know why I keep yelling. By the way, Matt Mindel, why are you keep getting your whole body in the shot?
I figured this out.
How is it now?
Great.
You can hear me? Can I lower my sound now, though? Is it still loud?
It's
Can you
better.
still hear me?
It's better. Yeah, it's better.
You
Hey,
still hear
Brittany. Yes. Brittany,
Beautiful.
I have a question for you. What's the best thing about working for Judy? And what's the worst thing about working for Judy? Because I was an assistant. I started as an assistant to NSYNC, so I know what it's like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Joe Mulvihill. Joe Mulvihill carried our bags. Legit.
Yeah,
I always make fun of him. Now he's my manager, but he used to carry my bags.
And now he makes millions and millions of dollars.
Okay. Anyway.
Wait, I think you have a delivery, Jason. I just got an alert on my phone that you have a delivery.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, the Caraba deliveries are out of control.
Oh, gosh, the best and the worst thing.
That's why I
would
like
say-
Judy Gold. Judy Gold, a roast or a stand-up gig? Which one do you like better? A roast?
Oh, stand up. I hate roasts. They're so fucking.
Yeah, but you were so good.
See, you're
Judy.
good, though.
I love it.
But
Hold on.
Roasts are only funny if you know the other person.
Correct.
These roasts where they just hire someone and recite the meanest. No, it's
I
not
will
funny if
say-
you don't know
Yeah.
the person.
I will
Yeah.
say Jeffrey Ross. Ross is probably one of the
Greatest.
smartest.
Oh yeah,
ones.
that's his
That's his
gig,
thing.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
he
what
was
he
on Instagram doing Insta roast, and I watched it almost every time. I even called up. I was like, "Dude, roast me. It's great." But he will get people that he doesn't even know, but is able to. And every time I'm watching, I'm listening. This is what I'm listening for. Anything repetitive. He does not repeat anything. And no matter what the joke is, I always keep thinking of stuff, and I'm always like, my brain doesn't work that way, and repeat certain things or very close to it. He's completely left or center or right field.
Right, because you get a sense of who the person is, and then you could see how far you can go.
It's
And
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
especially
Okay,
when people
so-
all
so-
know it's the best.
All right,
Okay,
go ahead,
well,
Brittany.
Here we go, Brittany. It's your time.
Oh,
Nobody can say one word.
sure.
The
We're
best
back
thing
to
about working for Judy Gold. Go.
The best thing, gosh, that's a really hard question.
No, it's not.
But probably we have a really good relationship. So the best thing is that we have a really good way of communicating, and I don't ever feel like I can't ask or do anything. She treats me like a peer. So I don't feel like I'm her assistant as much as I am.
Good quality.
It's hard to explain, but I think we have a really good relationship. So probably
It's-
the best thing is we're always joking. And if I ever make a joke, she reminds me that she's the funny one. So I always like that.
And then also, Brittany, on top of that, it sounds like you realize that you're there to help her and assist her with her life, but she makes you feel comfortable, like almost to say, Britt, it's not just always the way I think. Tell me when you think I'm not doing this or not doing that. Or tell
Oh, I always ask her shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
always. But also, she wouldn't have me if she and I worked in the same way. There's certain things that she needs and there's certain things that I need, and we have a good way of working that out. But as far as the worst thing, it's probably just trying to get a hold of her.
Oh, really?
Well, I have no executive function, so that's bad.
That's the
And-
hard part. I have to make a lot of decisions that she may get mad at later, but I have to say I need this decision right now. So it's hard for her to make quick decisions.
Because I have ADD and ADHD, and I'm like, I can't deal with it now. I got to go, and I'll go play tennis or I'll go work out or something. And I'm like, I can't process it, So, yeah.
Well, that's
She
probably
knows
good for you.
that. She knows that.
Yeah.
She'll go, I am making this decision for you right now, and you're going to have to deal with it. Like, that's exactly how
Joe does the same thing, but I feel as if that I always see him, as a peer, but I don't get reciprocated the same way. I don't.
Well,
he seems like he's a lot more higher up. It's all about him.
First off, the word reciprocated was in that sentence, and I'm very proud
it's
of
not
you.
reciprocated. It's reciprocated.
By the way, I've had I had
Reciprocation?
2 beers at lunch. Now I'm on my second Jack and Coke. Hey, where's
Where?
Jeff?
And you're wondering
I'm
why you don't
hammered.
make any fucking money. Okay?
I'm
Seriously.
not making anything today, Judy.
I dropped my
Judy,
computer.
go.
Hey, by the way,
I'm like a
Okay,
squad.
hold on. Jason, 2 things that Judy just showed you. As a comedian, but the way her mind works, it's always she repeats. and her repeat was not repeated. She goes back to what somebody said earlier that makes it even funnier. The fact that she said that you had out of nowhere, she talked about your Uber, and then she talked about the fact you don't make any money. The way her mind works is completely
You got to
different.
remember every fucking thing. Yeah.
I can't. That's why I'm not a comedian.
That was actually said. Brittany, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me, Joey. You've been my crush since
Wait.
1999.
Where's she staying? Hold on. Brittany's staying. What'd you say, Britt?
I said, thanks for having me. You've been a crush of mine since 1999, so I'll never get rid of that.
I appreciate it. Hopefully we can meet up and we can crush together. How about that?
Oh, I would love that. Thank you for having me. Be
Anytime,
nice to
no problem. We're going to
her,
do
or
one more
don't.
song, though. Listen, let's do one more song.
All right, one more
By the way, we're going to play one more song for the narcissistic Joey Fatone. Hold on, wait. She said she loved me? Hold on a second.
I'm very flattered by that. I get very flattered by that.
Joey.
Not many women say that to me, so that's very nice. And very openly. See, again,
right.
You get a participation medal. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you
got
very much.
7th place. Here's an orange ribbon. Here we go. That's what they call in the industry a callback, Matt Mendel.
I appreciate that.
What is it?
Just push it.
Push it
Real
from
good.
who?
Come on, Judy Gold.
Push it real good. Oh, oh my God. Isn't it? I don't know. I don't know who sings it.
Why don't you put a little seasoning on something, like a little white and a little.
Salt and pepper.
There you go.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
Thank you.
Oh my God! You know what? You guys absolutely are horrible with the music, but you guys were absolutely entertaining.
I know the lyrics. Whatever. I'm old. Okay.
Stop it, Judy! You know I'm busting your chops.
Salt and pepper, baby.
Christ. But
Brittany.
seriously, honestly, this is probably one of the. I'm not kidding.
Most
For
fun
me,
I've had. Joe, I know what you're
one
going
of
to say.
one of the best. I can't even talk. Better
you're
interviews
drunk.
we've had. No, because we didn't even play that much music. We're talking a lot more and shooting the shit as opposed to doing the music, and that's what we normally do. So, thank you for.
It was fun.
No, no, but I appreciate you being so open and honest because some people are very. Again, that's what I love about a lot of comedians, by the way, and especially you. You're open. You're honest.
Open book, baby.
It is what it is, and this is what it is. This is what you feel. This is how you say it. And if somebody doesn't like it, then you go screw that.
Yeah.
Hey, Judy, you have a podcast too, I believe. It's called.
Yes, it's called Kill Me Now.
Yep.
Anytime
Joey, you have to do my podcast, Joey. I'm not fucking kidding. It's really fun.
You tell me when.
I'll call
You tell
you.
Britt to
I'll call
me.
you, Joey. Yeah.
Exactly. Britt call Joe. Joe call Britt. Then me and Judy will talk to each other.
And
I will talk to each other.
And when Britt calls you, she will have her vibrator out. Okay.
What?
You didn't have to.
Wait a second. Hold on. Time out. Britt's 6 foot. What?
6
She
feet.
can reach the top of the shelves, and she has female accompaniment. I love it. She has a vibrator, Joey. Did you hear that?
What woman doesn't have a vibrator? What is wrong
You're
with
doing it
you?
wrong if you don't have at least.
Listen, I don't know about women. I don't. I have a wife,
Obviously.
and she's
Okay.
Very
All
upset
right.
with me. Very upset.
I don't know why. You're so ambitious.
I am. Look, I'm doing this. I am the star of What Does Joey Know?
Oh.
You understand the money that this show generates?
Zero. Freaking zero. But hey, Britt,
Brittany.
thank you so much for being on. I appreciate it. Seriously, let us know what's going on. We'll give you a call.
Take care. Have fun.
Brittany, I will get in contact with you. We'll work it out for Joey to be on the podcast because Judy's fantastic.
100%.
Done and done. My pleasure.
Hey, Joey, or Joe Mulvihill, if we can get Judy Gold to give me pep talks throughout the week.
Okay, first of all, how much have you
tell me
drank?
how
You
awesome
said
I am
pep
and things of
talks.
that nature.
You mean
Pep
pep
talks.
talks?
Pop talks?
Pop, pep, whatever it takes.
No, we need, you know what we need from we actually need stuff for like, the final thought from Judy Gold, I think would be absolutely amazing. Like a final thought.
All right. Brittany, I'm going to let you go. Thank you, Brittany. Seriously.
Bye, thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Bye, Britt. Oh,
That was fun. That was fun. That was
really fun.
So you have your podcast. Again, we're going to show your book because I think
what else can we plug? You got your podcast, you're doing shows
podcast, my book, get the audio book. It's funny. I don't know. What the fuck else? There's nothing
She's
going
doing
on.
drive-in theaters.
I'm delivering Chipotle for
All right, babe. Well, thank you so much for being here, Judy. I love you.
You guys are
Much
so
love.
fun.
We'll see you soon, guys.
Good to
Babe,
see
thank you
you.
so much again.
Thanks
Have
for
a
having
good
me.
one. Be safe.
Hey, give her the fake horn because we don't have the sound
You
effect.
don't have the fake horn. Give her the fake horn, Joey. Go.
Brr, 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 brr. We usually have the stupid horn like people at clubs and
I
shit.
got no horn. Until the other computer, Matt. Stop yelling at me.
Hey, Judy.
Oh my God.
Judy,
Yeah.
we're getting a lot of nice comments. Look at this. Judy is
Oh,
so,
good.
so amazing. I
Thanks,
love her.
guys.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a new audience kind of discover something.
Oh,
know
I
you've
love
done it for-
that.
Yeah, I know
Thank
you've
you,
done it for
babe.
a long
Seriously.
time.
Yeah, follow me on my Twitter and Insta. Okay.
I will.
You got
All
it.
right.
I think
Thank you again.
All
Judy
right.
Gold,
Come on.
everybody.
Well,
Judy
guys.
Gold.
Gold.
Boy, I love her, bro. That was fun as hell.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and you guys.
I
keep
gotta
talking.
move.
Okay,
No.
Are you
Hold
gonna make
on.
Matt
No.
move? All right.
Matt's gonna move.
Joey, when you go to the bathroom, come back. We got last week. We had a conversation about Matt being Justin Timberlake Jr. Jason. We got emails from friends of ours. I got a friend of ours who wrote "Digital Get Down" for NSYNC. Also, is a performer.
I gotta pee.
Oh, look at really, dude.
Excuse me.
Really, you just gave away the whole thing.
Idiot.
The whole
I love
thing
it.
is gone. And by the way, Joanne Magano, what an incredible booking for Judy Gold. That was just.
Joanne Magano gets 3 gold stars.
People are saying, Erica, that was too much. What is that? Please don't pee with you again. I can't read that. That was hilarious. Thank you, Judy.
I just love that
Thank
she
you,
called me out
Judy.
again. That's the best.
She had what they said, the callback, dude. But you are
Callback.
slurring your words. You had a few
I know,
beers
but
in
it's
there.
okay. I had tuna Nicosi salad for lunch
The
today.
Nicosi salad. Yes, you did. That was very expensive.
I woke up very early today so I could be here on time.
I love how you guys left me with the bill. Appreciate that. So kind of you guys to just say,
I can't believe you
"Bill will
didn't
pay for
charge
it."
it to Joey's room. What?
No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, we're at Disney today, everybody, and we went and rode the ride to existence. There's Jason right there.
Yes.
Look at that.
That was probably about an hour ago. That was Jason outside of the ride of the new ride, which was fun.
That's
and-
the old ride.
No,
But the first one.
that's the
It's
old
called
ride. Sorry, the first one.
Yeah.
That's that. So Joey just came out of the bathroom and washed his hands because he let me know that his hands were wet. No, go.
They're wet.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Soap and everything. dude.
Okay, go. Tuxedo shirt.
Hey, look, watch right here. What's he do?
What? What are you doing?
Hand sanitizer.
You don't need hand sanitizer. Just wash your hands.
Yeah, he washed his
You
hands.
never
Why
know.
did he hand sanitizer?
Okay, go back in there, dude, so we can get in the show. Go. Bro, you can go.
So, anyways, Joe, continue.
Oh. Anyway, we're at Disney. We rode the ride. It was actually a lot of fun. We actually had a good time. Like Disney, I think the way they treated everything was pretty amazing. The hand sanitizer before the ride, after the ride, the everybody had their mask on, which by the way was extremely uncomfortable for the heat. But it wasn't that bad today,
But
weather-wise.
Joe, I'll be honest with you. It was uncomfortable for the first hour.
Yeah.
And then after that, I got used to it. So I was like, okay. But again, it was only 86 degrees while we were out there.
Yeah, it
No
got a little
sun.
warm. It got a little warm towards the end. I will
Yeah.
tell you that. So that was for sure.
Yeah.
Matt, where's Joey?
I'm coming.
Oh, Jesus.
What's up?
We're gonna end the show, dude.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to
We're not
ask him.
No,
Yeah,
get out of the
yeah.
room. Go back on the camera. Look at him. He's over here.
Is he coming on?
Yes, he's ready.
Oh, go for it. Start talking.
Okay, go. Okay.
We should never be in the same room again.
No.
This is a whole
no,
nother
no,
level. The whole nother level.
And I will say something very sad. I thought about Joey Fatone and Friends, the concert. I thought about Boyz II Men being at Disney for the Epcot thing. It was very sad for me to realize that that's not happening. This is the first time during this whole Corona thing that I actually realized, my kids can't go to the Halloween thing. And a lot of it's all just selfish shit that I like. But it really and I've said it a few times today. I'm like, man, this is depressing that they had to
You were
cancel.
bent out of shape.
I really was. It
At
really
8:30 in the
bothered me.
morning, you were like, oh, God, I'm depressed.
I was, because I pulled in and there was hardly anybody. It just was a really big reality check for me and everybody that lives in Orlando, just how affected everybody's been. Not only that, just around the world, just how, it's a very difficult time. So when people say here that this is a nice little light for them, just have us goof and joke and have fun, I don't know. It made a lot of sense to me today going back because I felt that. I felt that negativity, that, damn, this is upsetting. I felt all that shit. So anyway, that's all. Just a little heart talk by Joe.
But we
I
had
guess is
fun
what it's
today.
called.
At
Oh, we had a great
Hollywood
time. It was
Studios.
a great time. Yeah, we had a great time. Okay, so back to Matt Mendel. Joey, everybody's drinking way too much today.
I'm not drinking at all.
Jesus, this is a big
Matt
thing.
Mendel, last week you said you were Justin Timberlake Jr.
I was.
Put the mic on him. Put the mic on him.
I said if he didn't want to come to the thing, I could probably make myself available for anything.
Right, and a lot of people kind of rode you. We rode you too, because anytime you compare yourself to an icon, like if somebody says, "Hey, by the way, I'm just like Michael Jordan," it's it's just fun to make fun of somebody who thinks that they're at that kind of capacity. So to deeper than that, a friend of ours, David Nickel, who wrote Digital Get Down with NSYNC and has been a singer all
What
this.
exactly do we call David Nickel? David is the famous, most non-famous person in the world.
David Nickel.
Everybody knows him.
Yeah, everybody knows.
So much stuff.
David Nickel is the epitome of talent. He's been given God-given talent that's beyond stratospheric levels. But David Nickel will self-admit that David Nickel has made some poor choices along the way.
Who hasn't, though, Joe?
Who hasn't, right. But David's thing is, David had an opportunity back in the day to sign like 10 different record labels, and he was negotiating between all 10, and by the end of it, he out-negotiated himself. So that's why I always feel like there's a lot of talented people in the world. Hello, Chad. Just walk by. You Arabian Night.
Joey forgot his drink. Joey forgot his drink in the bathroom.
What the Chad just strolls by on his.
That was great.
Anyway,
He forgot his drink.
Okay, Joey, take it over. You want to introduce David Nickel? Go ahead, Jason. Give him a nice intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to welcome out one of the greatest entertainers of all time that's never been heard of? You might have seen him on Star Search. You might have seen him at a Chippendale show. And Universal City Walk. Thank you, Joey. He was at Rising Star. Oh, that's right. He was the host at Rising Star. That's right.
Also on Nickelodeon's show. And he also had a boy band tribute show in Las Vegas.
Let me tell you something. This guy can kill it to the point where Matt Mendel is going to wish he never said he was Justin Timberlake. Let me tell you this right now, folks. It's the one, the only, David Nickel!
What's good? What's good in the house?
What's
You
up,
guys
Dave?
are cracking me up, man.
How you been, brother?
I've never been better than those introductions that you guys just gave me.
Goddamn right. I think I need to show up wherever you're performing and do that.
How you? You're in Las Vegas still? Where are you at now?
Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas.
Because I know you were bouncing around Hawaii or something when you were in Hawaii not too long ago.
January, we went to Hawaii.
Nice.
But what, David, what were you doing with the Chippendales? You were the MC, killing it, doing the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I was the lead singer and MC.
Listen, I saw Magic Mike in Vegas. So you were the Jada Pinkett Smith character for Chippendales. Am I right?
Yes, somewhat.
Okay, I was just checking because that girl.
But for people who don't know you either as well, you used to actually work on Nickelodeon. The show, what was the show again?
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse. If people don't know back in the day, Roundhouse, a lot of people, you came out of that. Ivan Didinsky came out of that. Now he's been directing some stuff. There's a lot of talent that came out of that in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah,
I'm going to the bathroom too. But hey, Dave, weren't you a Power Ranger and shit too?
Listen, everybody in Orlando has been something that they don't, want to put on their resume.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Hey, but here's the funny thing. Okay, my claim to fame, I'm not going to lie. The first thing I say is I'm a Grammy nominee, Billboard award-winning singer-songwriter. However, that's cool until I tell them that I was a Power Ranger, and then that shit doesn't matter at all.
Yep,
all the
correct.
that I was a Power Ranger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It's amazing the cult following because actually from doing a lot of the Comic-Cons, I've run into Jason Font. I've ran into
Walter.
Yeah, all those guys. Even the original the original Cats. But I actually showed Matt last night. I'm not even kidding you. I said, dude, I said, he's never heard heard you sing. And I'm like, Matt, let me show you something. I went on and I typed in Star Search and I showed him when you were on Star Search. But the craziest thing, too bad can we get the clip of that Star Search? Maybe we might be able to.
Editing.
We'll have to show it another time. But if you ever go on YouTube, type up David Nicole is the way he says. He botched your name up anyway.
That's why he's not famous.
What pissed me off, I'm gonna be honest, what pissed me off is the performance the guy before was this country artist that was good.
It was
but
good.
It wasn't what you did that night at that show. Because I can't believe the amount. I'm not kidding. It's the range, but also the breath intake that you did in the show in general. I always commend you for that. I'm always blown away by your vocals. Seriously.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, it was really good. So what we want to do,
Matt. Okay.
Yeah. So what we want to do, we want to have a little Justin Timberlake because David Nickel got on my Facebook page and said, I can't believe my boy Jason Logan thinks he's got to go to a Filipino karaoke bar to fill the Justin Timberlake spot. I was like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean it like that, but I forgot about David Nickel. And then you're over here saying that you are Justin Timberlake, that you're Justin Timberlake. So we need to have a Justin Timberlake off. All right. We need to figure out who's going to take the Justin Timberlake spot. Will it be Matt Mendel or will it be David Nickel?
Joe Mulvihill, come in for a second, Joe. Joe, I got to ask you something real quick.
What's funny, though, is I think I actually sang Suit and Tie at Rising Star when you were the host there.
Yeah, Matt.
That's what I'm saying. He was the host. You're a guest. What are we talking about? David Nickel.
Do you think that Matt is very similar to Nickel in the sense of how he feels about the music and how he wants to do things in his way? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Matt's very like Matt's very, which is great. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying, but I see similarities. There's a lot of polar lines, linear lines that Matt and actually David have. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, Matt is more of a musician. David Nickel is a vocalist. So David's
performer.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Dave's a performer too, and a vocalist. And by the way, you see
until
the way
he decides to flip on stage and then he breaks his face.
Oh yeah,
David Nickel. Dude, what's the matter with you?
Hey,
Dave.
I still performed after I broke my face. I still humped the ground.
I love you.
I love it. Let me tell you,
the show must go on. And
I wish we
killed it, Dave.
This video. David Nickel was in Germany. Dave, where were you, Dave?
No, Slovakia.
Slovakia. He did a backflip, and the stage was wet, and he landed straight on his face and broke his face. I'm not kidding around.
It's not, you don't want to see it. It's like cringeworthy. It really is. It's one of those things where you're like, I got to see it. And then I saw it on Facebook when he even told me about it. And I was like, holy. And he recovered.
That was rough.
And I got to say, you recovered very quickly on top of that. But obviously they fixed things, but you smacked the shit out of your face on the floor.
How many surgeries you have?
And it happens. What?
How many surgeries you have, Dave?
2. I broke my nose in 2 places. I shattered both of my cheeks. I broke the roof of my mouth totally in half. My jaw was out of place. Broke my eye up here. Yeah, I was a mess.
Matt, are you willing to commit to this? Justin Timberlake would do it. Dave Nickel's already done it. Are you willing to commit? Are you willing to commit?
Listen, Matt is a musician. David Nickel is a vocalist / performer. Sorry, Dave. / performer. So I think neither one of them are in the category of Justin Timberlake, although David Nickel is a triple talent where David is a performer, Dave's an incredible dancer, and an incredible vocalist. So I do think Dave has those things. Matt can play any instrument on the planet and play it extremely well. So I think there's 2 tremendous talents that they both have. I just think, again, I said to Matt earlier, you can't say, like, it's like me seriously saying, like, listen, man, I look just like George Clooney. I got to open myself up to a bunch of people going, bitch, you look like George Clooney, like I punched in both eyes.
Like a poor man's George Clooney is what you look like.
You look like George Flooney. Right. But I'm saying, when you say that, when you open yourself up to that, you have to be willing to take the criticism. So that's all. That's the only. So I'm not making fun of anything.
I'm still gonna believe in me, even if you don't believe in me. That's the difference.
Say that again.
Why would Joe Mull? He believes in you.
I'm saying if like my statement was too broad, then you don't really believe in me. I believe in myself, and I'm gonna keep.
I don't believe in you at all. You're the worst.
Hey, you gotta always motivate yourself, no matter what anybody says. Motivate yourself. Inspire.
No, I take it under. Okay, Joe. I understand.
What are you saying, Matt?
Any exterior comment, it's like I understand it, I compute it, and I try to know my strengths and weaknesses based on it. But it doesn't make me like maybe I should stop. Maybe I should I'm just.
It's obvious you're not stopping because your number one priority.
Live right now, then that's all I'm gonna do.
Right, but your number one priority is music. You have proven that you want to be an artist. That's what you want to do. So nobody's stopping you from doing that. If anything, you got people around you that are supporting you and giving you a platform. Because half of these people would never know who the fuck you were if it wasn't for us. So to
why is he yelling?
Oh no, that kind of heats me up a little bit. Because at the end of the day, we support you. What do you think you're doing on the show? It's not for your technical skills. Look what's been going on all day.
Technical skills either.
Chad looks like a hero right now. Chad Molly's on fire. He had done shit.
Chad's got more notoriety on this show.
Joe's laughing.
Right, of course. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play. Hey, shut it. You be quiet until Dave Nickel goes. We'll play a song, Dave Nickel. I want you to sing it. Sing along with it.
No. You have to play. You have to play a little bit of it so he gets the key, and then you have to stop because if you do not, it's going to be a delay. There's nothing wrong with him singing a cappella.
It's a karaoke version of "Rock Your Body."
Yeah, but you should
Rock your body.
I'll play a little bit of it. Here we go.
I was hoping it was Can't Stop the Feeling.
You hear it, Dave Nickel? Oh, Jesus, I don't have that. Maybe you should have had your reps send it in. You want that or Senorita, Dave?
Oh, Senorita.
Okay, I'll give you Senorita.
But Dave, there might be a delay, so we have to see how that works because you definitely don't.
As he starts to sing, if you start to sing, we'll take the music out and do acapella.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Please load.
Why don't we just sing something acapella? Why the frick are we using the music?
That's a good. You know what, Dave Nickel? That's a good call. Dave Nickel.
I already know he's a better singer than I am.
Dave, your choice. Dave,
That's
you know
better
what?
singer than
David,
you are.
you know what, David? Your choice.
Let's say,
If you want to do your choice, or even do the thing you did at Star Search, if you could do that shit, that would be amazing.
Dave Nickel, go ahead, knock it out of the park. No music. No
it won't be
music.
as high right now, but
No. But just go an octave down. Come on now.
what? Oh wait, that's the wrong song.
What did
yeah, that one.
I got you.
What did you think I would say at this moment? And you're standing here before me with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you found you another, but you just don't love me no more. Did you think I could curse you or raise my hands to you? Now come on, Joe, you know me too well. How can I hurt you, darling? I love you, and you know I would never hurt you, no. What did you think? All right, that's enough of that.
Nice, David Nickel. That's nice.
Hear the vibrato on that guy? There's no contest.
Yeah, I know.
It is no contest. You have to feel. You have to sing. You have to get it.
Here we go. David Nickel. Nicely done.
Thank you.
A man can sing a song. That dude can sing a song. Dave Nickel, let me ask you this question. You toured with the touring company of Chippendales.
Yeah.
How was that, dude? Come on.
It was
Hey, there's not 90 million people watching this right now. Just it's me and you. Tell me how it was.
It was a straight man's dream. That's what it was.
Damn right it was. Damn right. I love it, dude. Well, let me tell you something. Every time I saw you doing
it, people might talk about me and say, "Oh, he's Chippendales and stuff." Listen, Chippendales is a class act. It's not the show that you see at a club. It's actually a Broadway show,
right?
With lights, with it. We don't do lap dances, anything.
I was just about to say most, and again, and not to take away, honestly, even of like strip clubs. I'm just saying again, it's a form of entertainment. But what you guys do is more of an on-stage thing, as opposed to doing champagne rooms in private rooms. I'm just saying.
No, absolutely. It's literally like a Broadway show. You will go see. It's all on stage. Only thing that happens is while we're singing and dancing, we just happen to take off our clothes.
Yeah, they asked me to do. They actually invited me to do that because I know Jeff Timmons has done it. A bunch of people and celebrities have done it in Vegas. They actually asked me to do that, and I'm like, "Are you serious? If I did that, there would be a gravy line forming up. Not like any women that want to see me. They just want to make sure that they have turkey to pour the gravy that I'm sweating out.
Joey's gonna be handing out free buffet passes after the end of that performance. Dude, that's awesome. But Dave, I'm like every time I saw you, and dude, we used to do Sports Magic Team way back in the day.
Yeah.
And dude, when I see you doing your thing, it's awesome and you're fun. And
what people do not know, he actually wrote. He's one of the writers of Digital Get Down. So now, if anybody ever hears it or sees it, he's one of the co-writers of Digital Get Down, which is Again, pretty amazing. He's had his hands in freaking everything. We worked together at Universal. He's also, of course, like I said, worked in Nickelodeon, but he's also done. I mean, we went to Dr. Phillips High School together as well. I mean, again, a lot of people. It's crazy how much talent has come out of that.
Oh, it's insane.
I say it over and over again.
Even like, Dr. Phillips, speaking of where you guys are today at Disney, that was my first job when I was like 16. I was dancing in the Christmas parade as King Louis the orangutan.
Right.
I can see you being King Louis. That's awesome.
I'm the king of the swingers, boy, a jungle VIP.
I'm definitely Baloo. The bare necessities. Dave Nickel. Right now, the parade scene at Hollywood Studios.
There's 2 cars.
There were 2 cars with Doc McStuffins and who else?
Vampirella.
There were 2.
Vampire Girl.
There were 2 cars. That was the parade.
That was the parade. Yeah, it was kind of sad.
It sucked, but look, they're coming back. They're trying to figure it out. And if honestly, if people want to go to a theme park and not waiting like an hour and a half line to go do Rise of the Resistance right now,
now's the time, huh?
Yeah, and someone said that actually. Someone said, "Don't you mean you're friends with King Louis? You're supposed to be friends."
Yeah, you're supposed to be
I was friends with Tigger and Pluto.
I was friends. That was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, something like that. I'm a grown ass man. You're grown people.
Exactly. Dave Nickel, let me ask you this question. In Vegas, you live there. Where's the best place for locals to go to hang out?
Double Down.
I mean, it just depends on what you want. I mean, there's a million places that you can go. There's a million things you can do here.
I want to go to a bar, like a secluded small bar. I went to one. It's actually kind of a hole in the wall place called the Double Down in Vegas. It's a small bar. But if you wanted to get away off the strip, what's a good place to go?
I tell you what, I would take you to like the cool old Italian restaurant bars.
One with the has red and white, literally linen cloths. It's like the old
Batistas.
Yeah. And it's black. It's like black leather. It's dark. It's like literally like
the name of it
in the mob.
What's the name of it?
There's a couple different ones. Casa de Casa.
The place of
what about Golden Steer Steakhouse?
Yes. That's a big steakhouse. That is one of the best
steakhouses. Your stomach growled when you said that. I heard it. I could hear it.
Golden Steer is where Frank Sinatra and Sammy and all the Rat Pack would go and have steak. It's down by the Stratosphere, down there. Then there's also what's the breakfast place where they did? No, God, Chad Molly. What's the name of that restaurant place down by Aria? Oh crap! They filmed Swingers there when he goes, "I'll be right there with the Age of Enlightenment. I'll be right back."
Peppermill. Yes, that's actually a cool. That's
Peppermill's
weird.
The best.
That is one of the weirdest places I've ever been to because it's almost like a Hawaiian but / fire pit.
Yeah, you got the bar over
here.
A
whole other restaurant.
It's like a Denny's with a bar in the back.
Yeah.
But a much better Denny's.
No, I went there once. I thought I was going to get shot.
Dude, I love that place. It's
also, you got the classic old bootlegger, which is actually where the Rat Pack got together. So they would all do their shows on the strip, and then they would all meet at this restaurant, an Italian restaurant called Bootleggers. And that's when they all just kind of like would get on stage and then just have fun together. And that's how they developed the Rat Pack.
Wow. The hotel that's actually really cool in Vegas is the Artisan. If you've never been to the Artisan.
Yes, that's a really cool place.
No.
Oh, dude, unbelievable.
Sick. It's sick. It's like there's no other place.
I don't even know how to describe it. Yeah, and they do a couple of shows and things like that where I remember one time when I was doing stuff at Dancing with the Stars in Vegas, they had this whole show where all the performances were in different rooms, and there's all these different rooms there, like a library area, there's a whole bar area. Like,
dude, you can rent out the whole hotel for like $8,000.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. All right, Matt Mindel, are you ready?
I'm not gonna beat that.
But you got we can't have a challenge if you don't even perform.
Jason, in all fairness, we said earlier that Dave is a vocalist. If Matt had a guitar, I would feel more comfortable.
I told him to get his guitar.
So,
He
by the
had
way,
a guitar
Dave,
yesterday.
Dave, can you do me a favor?
I
just want to see
We've
if
only
you
been
got
19 minutes over. We're good.
Yeah, no. Dave, can you ride the scale to see how high you can get at 51 years old?
Not right now.
No.
Wait a second. Wait, whoa.
No, he didn't even know how old you were. He was like, is he 51?
Yeah, no, Dave, man, this guy's legit.
Yeah,
but I
thanks
know
for picking it up,
Wait,
dude.
let me-
Dave Nichols is a genetic phenomenon.
Let me-
A genetic phenomenon.
Dave Nickel, take your
This
shirt
dude,
off.
no,
Take your shirt off,
this
Dave
dude,
Nickel.
This dude, I'm not kidding you. This dude would run up a freaking wall and just flip and not think. He has no fear.
Dave,
Yeah.
take your shirt off. Show Matt Mendel what
Stop
kind of
it.
stud you are.
Understood.
Show these ladies in our audience what goes on behind the
Listen,
stage at
No,
Chippendales.
please don't. I don't want
Jason, shut
I
up.
love
What? I was
David.
just trying to help Dave Nickel out. I want to get some more followers. I apologize.
This is why we should never be together.
Right?
Because there's alcohol going, and this is not what should happen. At
This
all.
is should happen everywhere at all times. Joe.
So Dave, seriously, how is your range? Because you used to have a range that is just super high.
Actually, you know what is crazy? You know, when I broke my mouth in half, you know, the roof of my mouth tightened it up. But actually, like lately, I'd say this past year, which is what, like 4 years later, I'm starting to be able to go back high. However, I'm trying to actually get fit, and I'm kind of taking the dietary pills, so it's drying me out. So my highs might turn into crack highs.
Got it. So you can
I was about to say, I do have a question though. Honestly, being 51, not that you're, oh my God, so old, but when you, of course, we all feel one way when we're younger. And then as we get older, we're like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then all of a sudden you realize, shit, I can't do that. But it's almost like, but the beauty part about it, especially with you, is you go, you know what? I know I can't do that, but I can do this. I can figure out a way to get around certain things. But what are the things that you think that the things that you can't, that you used to do before that you cannot do now? And I know this from me personally, before you smashed your face on the floor, I'm just saying, I know for me after a certain age, because I was able to do a standing back tuck.
Yeah.
You know, after a certain age, your ass should never go over your head. That's a rule that my father actually told me once. He said, after a certain age, your ass should never go over your head. I mean, when was that for you, or do you still do it? Because I saw you walk up or throw yourself up a wall.
I just tried it probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I had these big, heavy shoes on. These are really heavy rubber shoes.
Dave Nickel, come on, dude. You're 51.
not-
You're 51, Dave
I
Nickel.
landed on my feet. I just landed a little bit low, so I can actually still do a standing back tuck.
It's not easy. No. I get nervous at doing it, and I did it once. And I did it a bunch of times, and then the only time I landed on my head, I was like, I'm good. I'm not doing it again.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
not happening.
Dave Nickel is one of those guys that can do anything. Like Joe Mulvihill. Like if he had never played golf, Joe Mulvihill, you give him a left-handed driver, he'll hit it 300 yards.
Here's one thing I've actually watched him do a few times back in the day. The Beetlejuice Grave Review show in Universal. There was a time where we both played Wolfie. David was like one of the main guys to do Wolfie because there is a little, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a doorway. And in the doorway, there's literally these little bricks. It's not that much of an area. The dude would run up that and do a backflip off of the wall during the show and time it every time amazingly. I'm like, that I'm not going to do. Because I could never do it. I could never pull it off. But I did not understand how the hell he did that. And there were literally these weird, odd bricks where you would never be able to understand like how to get your foot on there and the footing. But he knew exactly where to put his foot. It was on flawless.
What about did Al Fuentes do that as Wolfie?
He did backhand, but he never. I don't think he flipped off the wall though.
He did
You and maybe Phil Garcia was the only two that can do that. I don't think that was the only two people that can do that.
You know how I learned how to do that, running off walls and flipping off of them? Remember that Rick Ashley video? Remember Rick Ashley?
Never gonna give you up.
Yeah. If you watch, there's a guy that runs up and does a flip off of a tree or a wall or something. And I saw that and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And I went out, and I think it was in Khaled's backyard. I was with Khaled and with DJ Khaled. And so I went in his backyard and I did it. And we were freaking out.
Unreal.
You know, Dave.
Do you remember back in the day, though? This is an inside thing. I know we're talking. Joe, you can come in, though. There were things. What's the place? It was a gymnastics place that we went to. It was me, you, Georgie, all these people. We can go out there. And that's when I actually learned how to do a backhand spring, a backhand tuck. It was a whole, you had the balance beam, you had the trampoline, you had everything. And for like
Yeah,
2
open
months,
gym.
we were able to go in and hang out. So people were not, being in trouble is what we were. Like inner
That
city.
was fun, man. That was fun.
awesome.
That was like after my Power Ranger days when I moved back to Florida. And I actually know I was still doing Power Rangers, but I also got picked up to do that WMAC Masters with Bruce Lee's daughter, Julie. That was fun.
I was just saying, watching David and people out here just kind of like, man, you guys all work together. I mean, Jason, I've known for 30 years. Obviously, Joey, you 30 years. David Nickel for 35. I was in high school with Dave with Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
And DJ Khaled was in your classes. Joey, Johnny Damon was in our high school. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Dave Nickel is Mr. Dr. Phillips.
He was. He was. But there's nothing. But there's nothing that makes me happier than like when we're all talking like this, and I see people on the side say comments like, "Man, you guys known each other. What a cool life." There's times me and David used to sit around in high school and dream about, man, wouldn't it be great if we ever did this? Nowhere, not even realizing what has actually happened. Like, again, I have a picture of myself in my office. It's a 7-year-old Joe in this ridiculous outfit. And there's times
outfit with tights.
No, shut up, Joey. That's my 8-year-old Joe. My 7-year-old Joe, I have a picture of myself on the wall. And there's occasions I look at me, and I go, really? Almost like to go, how is this life that we've lived? Dave, Power Rangers. Dave, Nickelodeon shows. Dave, we were all close with Phil Garcia, who was in Gullah Gullah Island, who passed away. Joe Messina, who passed away. Like, I'm thinking about all these people we kind of went through these dreams with, and I think we've all surpassed what we ever thought would possibly happen. That's all. It's just a cool feeling.
There's a lot of
Dave Nickel.
Hold on. Dave Nickel. Chad Molly arm. Chad, get in there. Chad, get in there.
Chad, get back in here.
Chad was in high school with us too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now he's a bartender, Dave Nickel. Look at it. Look what he's doing.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah. So
Dave Nickel.
Dave,
listen,
hold on,
you've been
Jason.
If anybody's out in Vegas in the second week, me and Chad Molly will be out there for his birthday. So
when?
Weekend, so let us know. Sorry.
Next
Dave
weekend.
Nickel.
Hey, hold on. Someone said, which Power Ranger were you? What did you do for Power Rangers exactly?
I started off as a stuntman. Like, I was taking capoeira, and I lived with Walter, the Black Ranger, and Jason, the Black, Red Ranger, and then our other
JDF,
friend,
baby, JDF.
and then our other friend was one of the stunt coordinators, Danny Wayne, who is now head of all for Walt Disney, all the TV shows. He's the stunt coordinator for all the Disney shows. But he brought me in. He's like, Dave, come over for like 2 hours. Let me show you some classic Power Ranger moves, and I'm going to get you an audition. I mean, I already did all the flips and kicks and capoeira and gymnastics, and so I went and auditioned, and I got it. So I did stunts. I was in the costumes, all the guy costumes, and then from there I started doing promos. So they would send me every weekend, pick me up in a limo, fly me somewhere to open up a Toys R Us. I'd do some flips and kicks and sign autographs like I was in sync for like 5 hours.
Hey, Dave, if you had advice for any entertainer who's trying to make it out there, because again, you had opportunities where you might have exploded your own opportunity. Looking back at it, I mean, dude, we only know what we know at the time that we know. Okay.
So the biggest thing that hit me when you were saying that about I messed up opportunities, the biggest opportunity that I just look back and I go, wow, it wasn't that I made a mistake. It was just that I didn't know any better. And so people just have to learn and look and explore what are the opportunities. I was sitting there with Maurice Starr in Atlanta. I just brought New Kids on the Block up onto the stage for the first time before they even exploded. And I sang for Maurice Starr, and Maurice Starr said, I want you to be the new lead singer for my new group. And I was like, he's like, can you move to Boston? In my head, I'm like 17 years old going, I can't move to Boston. I ain't got no money. I'm 17 years old. Had I have known the business a little bit more, I'd have known that he would have been paying for everything. So I would have said, yeah, of course, I'll be the lead singer for your new group.
But there's a big word called recuperable.
New Kids on the Block. Of course, I would have been the new sensation.
But there's a big word called recuperable, which even though he would have paid for it, and I realized that with Lou Pearlman, even though he paid for it, it would have been in the long run. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're making money. But if you're not making the money that you're supposed to make, he will take that money because, honestly, he paid for it, which is understandable.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? But
I get it. Yeah,
somebody that hasn't got money take from them. Listen, I wrote the songs for Digital Get Down. Did I get that money? I got robbed. This is the business. The lawyer screwed us up.
You know? David, we all know.
Yeah, but David Nickel, what you've done though, and yes, you have had those moments where you're like, oh my God, I could blow up. I could be Joey Fatone, the 5th member of a boy band.
And I will be honest, he sings way better than me.
I know, but David, you've had those moments multiple times. But even though you didn't take that track, you still have become a success.
Yeah,
it's a different. You just went like, you know what? I'm talented. I'm still gonna do it. I missed my mark on that one. And in hindsight,
that's the beauty part about David. He doesn't give up and he don't care. That's the beauty part. Because there's I'll be honest, certain people will be like at the level that you were at that one time and go, oh my God, I'm gonna give up.
Yeah.
You never give up.
No.
You don't have anything. You have high spirits. You know what you are, who you are, and how you feel in your skin, which I commend you for, because it's so sad that so many people get, I guess, derailed because of other people, what they say.
Right.
No, like you said, like D Nickel's gonna do what D Nickel's gonna do.
Right.
He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
And I love that about you. There's certain people that will, and I'm the same way. I'm like, Joe, what do you think? And he'll give me influence. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you might be right.
Right.
And convince me otherwise, where you're like, no, this is what I want. This is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to deal with it.
And again, you only know what you know. So that's just the truth. You only know what you know. But I think David's thing is he's ridiculously talented.
Yes.
He has the gift of more. He's not only just a vocalist, he is a performer, and he's an incredible dancer. And again, I think he's 50-something years old now, but he just continues to do what Dave wants to do. And I don't know. It's very encouraging, and I think it's kind of cool. And I think that, and Dave, how many times people say how talented you are? You hear it all the time. You get tired of hearing it because you feel like, yeah, okay.
I feel like because I have the talent that I should be doing more. And
that's the problem. Go ahead, Joey.
I'm just going to cut somebody off in that sense. I finally realized in my life, again, I know where I've been. I know what happened in the sense of NSYNC and all that stuff. But and I started to realize this, I can be famous or popular in my own city and town and be just content as somebody going, because it's a performance. It makes you happy.
Right.
When people start to get greedy and go, well, I want millions of people and I want people to follow me and I want all this stuff. Yeah, it's great. And I understand, again, don't get me wrong. I understand because I've done it. But if I've never done it in my life, I can honestly say, I just want to do anything else just to entertain, whether it be a cruise line, whether it be a performance on a Broadway show, and I'm in the back singing background. As long as I'm entertaining and having fun, that's what matters. Honestly, matters to me.
That's exactly the point. I've never been famous. I'm very well known and popular around the world, but not famous. I'm not even a celebrity. However, I've been happy with what I've done in my life just because I get to do it. I get to get on stage. I get to sing for people. I get to dance. I get to make people laugh. Hell, what you just said, I'm happy at doing it in my own city. Bro, I'm so blessed. About 4 days ago, I have a network here that just started, the Vegas Fix network. They just asked me to host my own show. So I'm really excited about that. It's called Living Las Vegas with David Nickel. So I've been homeless and I've been on top of the world, but I'm freaking fearless.
Now, let me tell you.
That's the whole thing. You don't have to have worldwide stardom and fame that lasts a year and a half. You have built a career over 30 years. So that's what it's all.
Here's a fun fact too. The entertainment gene is in his blood.
Yes.
And let me explain a little. I'm going to give you I'm going to try to shorten it up as I possibly can as far as connections of certain things. Myself, I did a show way back probably when I was in high school. There was a thing called the Reppies. And we were dressed up as dinosaurs.
Al Fuentes did that too.
But there was another woman named April. Let me say this. This is actually pretty funny how this is called 6 Degrees of David Nickel. I did a show with April. I was Lobo, which was this dinosaur, and she was the baby, Reppy, it was called. David's brother married April and had a kid named Jackson. Jackson, if you don't know who he is, and when I'm about to tell you, you'll know exactly who he is because he's been in a shitload of movies. He is one of the it's the craziest thing to see a kid actor. No lines, and he'll joke around, do all this shit. But the minute you say action, the kid snaps and does what he is supposed. It's amazing, it really is.
Nice.
His name is Jackson Nicole. He did Bad Grandpa. He's known in the movie as Bad Grandpa.
Yeah.
He was the young kid that went with Johnny Knoxville the whole time, and that's David's nephew.
Yeah,
That's right. I saw that.
So how weird the whole connection of everything? Yeah,
Dude, that kid in Bad Grandpa is hilarious.
and Keith Jr. was on Reppies too, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Which is my best friend.
And even Fonzie, me and Fonzie did the piece as well.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know Fonzie was in the Reppies too.
Yeah, he was the main guy.
He was
I
the
have
main
pictures.
Latin
I gotta
kid.
send them to you. I have pictures of me, Fonzie, April, all the people that were all together in the costume and out of the costume. It's crazy.
So, Dave, real quick before we leave, how did Digital Get Down? Because Digital Get Down, the song from NSYNC, came out in 2001, I think, or 2002, somewhere around that area, or 2000, somewhere there. It was about FaceTiming. It was about being digital with your loved one or your girlfriend, your boyfriend. There was no such thing as FaceTime. There was no such thing as the internet at the time. It just came out. So you wrote that song.
It wasn't even an iPhone.
It wasn't. No, there's no iPhone. How did that all come about? Because a lot of people are asking, how did you come up with the song Digital Get Down? And how did that all kind of play out? If you just give us a minute.
I was actually coming back. It was like 1997, 1998. 1988. It was my 10-year reunion. So I was driving back from North Carolina in my car, and I just, I was always writing. So I just came up with digital get down. Digital get down. And that's all I had. And I called Fight Ren and I said, Fight, I got a cool idea for a song, and I want really digital sounds, but more of a hip hop feel. And so we went to Transcon and he started doing the track. And then, I don't even know how I just came up with it. I just wrote that hook in like less than 30 minutes. Digital get down, just you and me. If we can't get together naturally, then we can get together on the digital screen. That just came out, and then I was like, whoa, that's cool. And then I just started picturing like me actually at that time just picking up a phone, but it was ringing to a girl like in outer space, and we can't see each other, but we were just, get it on.
Verbally.
Right.
Sexting.
And by the way,
talking and looking at each other like this.
Like this, right? But that's what I mean.
We're doing
none of this.
And,
but
and I don't have that attraction.
But I'm saying there was none of this. And yes, you're correct. Somebody just said, Moldy, there was the internet. There was the internet, but it was dial-up. A lot of people weren't on it.
Eric, this right here, this is exactly what I was talking about. We didn't have this. We didn't have visual contact.
Right. And Eric Garbus just came on and he commented and said that he was at your first performance of Digital Get Down. He was with you at a first performance at Digital Get Down that NSYNC did. Where was that? Do you know where that was, Dave? Do you remember that?
Oh, no? Wait, was it? I think the first time I saw it was at Madison Square Garden when they did the special.
Oh,
I think he's right. Did
you ever get on stage with us and sing it? I don't think you did.
No.
So Eric's drunk.
No. What Eric was saying, he was there when NSYNC first performed it. He remembered Dave's face, hearing Get Down. Dave was kind of like, "Holy shit!"
I thought you said he was performing with us. My bad.
Is this the song, by the way?
No, I'll tell you what's crazy is that like JC kept telling me, "No, dude, it's on the album. Look, your song is on the album," and I was like, "I don't believe you. Like, I'm not gonna believe it until I get the album. Until I see that CD." I literally, they put it on sale at 12 midnight.
Dude, it's a great track. It's a great track. It was before Cybersex.
I went to the mall. What's that mall over there on Highway 50? Like
Fashion Square?
No, West Oaks.
West Oaks.
Yeah, I went to that mall. Went to the record store. I went to that record store and I told him, listen, I'm not standing in this big ass line of 500 girls. I have a song that's supposed to be on this album. I want to get this album. Please make sure I get my album when you open the door. I want to be the first one in. And the owner and the manager was like, cool. So I went in there. I actually bought the CD and was like, I'm on the damn CD.
That's so great. I remember that, dude. I remember that. I remember all of us.
You know, you worked with Aaron Carter. You worked with the Backstreet Boys. You did some stuff with Britney. I mean, you were a part of the whole Orlando scene. But I remember that moment. Because that moment for David Nickel was like, are you kidding me? Like, I see my name. Like, and I know that feeling. Because when I saw myself the first time in an album, it was like fantasy. Like, my name is in an actual.
See, I actually got excited when I saw your name on an album.
Here we go. Hold on. Wait, here you go, Joey.
No, I just had a flashback of back in the day at Universal Studios where David's going, yeah, you know, it's great that I have a song and this and that. And I saw a video of David riding a bike butt ass naked through downtown. when we were just like teenagers being stupid, just random. Before Jackass was Jackass, yes. This idiot was riding a bicycle downtown Orlando, butt naked, just riding up. And I'm going, and then look at him going, creative guy. Damn, he's naked riding a bicycle. I was so confused.
God, if I got naked and rode a bike, I could have been this guy.
Okay, but listen, the thing about me, living from Brooklyn, New York, moving to Orlando, Florida, 17 years old, working at Universal Studios, and we're doing this whole Beetlejuice show. We're all dancing as monsters, and somebody goes, hey, check this out. Pops a VHS tape in, and David's riding around with a bicycle, and David goes, huh?
But dude, Joey, that's the best part about entertainment in Orlando because people are trying. Everybody's trying to do. It's not like I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna ride my bike naked. I'm gonna be famous. It's like I got some creative willies I gotta get out, and it's just shit like that just happens.
Oh, dude, it's
like Jack DeFeo jumping in the back of a truck or in a Matt, get the door. Go.
We might be yelling.
I don't know.
We might get.
Anyways, but there's so much creativity. There's so much creativity.
I'll tell you who was creative back while we were
right?
watching.
Am I right, David Nickel?
Shooting downtown on bikes and stuff. The funniest moment that I had.
David, shut the.
We're at Disney. Joey, they want to inspect your room. They asked for an inspection of the room. Is what they asked.
Inspection.
Inspection.
Anyway, David Nickel. This is what I'm talking about.
David Nickel. Where'd David Nickel go? He went down the escalator.
Joe, can you?
There he goes down the escalator.
Joe, can you check that out seriously? Somebody wants to inspect the room.
Yeah, they called. I told them they'd come up in an hour. I never thought we'd be up at 3:45.
An hour? Jesus, this show goes on for 47 hours.
Well, today it's
what?
Friggin' Wednesday.
Inspect what?
Anyways, Dave Nickel, you're smart. You're talented.
Coronavirus.
Joey,
Dave, thanks for coming
say
on.
something nice about David Nickel, right?
David, no, you're a gentleman. Thank you so much, brother.
Dave, we brought you on to say, hey,
we're gonna get the
we
people
were
here.
joking around earlier about Matt with the whole thing and the fact that you watched and said it. So, but this was deeper than that. This was a real conversation about. Hopefully, people are inspired by your story, and I love the fact that you said you were broke and homeless, and you also you were broke on Friday and rich on Monday, because I remember that whole story too. The one thing is, when you were broke though, and when David Nickel was really struggling, you never asked anything of anybody. None of us knew until you got back on your feet. Then we knew. Like, you kept that shit. I don't know if it was a pride factor. I don't know what it was, but you didn't say shit to no one. None of us knew that you were going through a moment.
It's hard. You know, it's hard when people expect so much of you and they see so much of you. And it's a tough call. It almost makes me cry right now. Like yeah. It's hard.
About it. It's hard, right? Yeah. No, but you never came. Like, a lot of people would reach out. You never did that. You just, I don't know. I don't know if you sat by yourself and figure a way out.
I've never reached out to anybody for any handouts. That's what I want. Nobody can ever say that, oh, David's like calling me for money or calling me. Like, I call to work with my friends. That's all I want to do is work with my friends. I never call for nothing not help. You know what I mean? I will make myself. I've done it my whole life. I've done everything myself. I find my opportunities. I take advantage of my opportunities. But like all the friends, like, look, I mean, I used to teach Wayne Brady how to dance in high school, you know, like
I know.
I've been there. I've been with everybody, but I'm not going to, I know how it is. Like I lived with JC, like, and that's another, I didn't ask JC, hey, can I live here? He was like, hey, Dave, Dale's moving out. Can you move in and watch the house while I'm on tour? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
You're good because you hustle, man. You hustle and you got it together and you understand you have this gift, which is your voice, and you're an entertainer. And there's not a lot of people that have it. I mean, I get in front of 50,000 people and I go, ladies and gentlemen. Most people can't do that.
How many drinks do you think?
He's gone, dude. And by the way, Joey, you got Joey. Hold on, Joe Fatone, you got to know your surroundings, dude. Because when you came out of the bathroom, you picked your ass, and we all saw it on camera as you were walking back.
I'm just saying.
I have sweatpants. Hey, hold on. It's sweatpants, and I have swamp ass because we're in Florida.
Relax. I had that earlier today.
We walked earlier today. There's a lot of moisture going on today.
Yes.
There was not a lot of sun, but there was a lot of moisture.
Joe
so
Mobile, leave him alone. He's got swamp ass. He's a big guy like me. And that's what happens when you get out in the humidity.
Not as big to move the table with my gut, but big enough.
Right.
Okay, Dave, we end the show like this. I just want to show you a few things real quick. Thank you, David. You were amazing.
Thank you.
You know, when you see notes like this, I can listen to David's stories for days.
Wow.
I love you, Dave. Dave has look, dude, there's a lot of them.
That's
Can we at
amazing.
least see, but this is what I love about David. We need to show the video of him doing the flip
at the airport.
one day to show the flip, because that I'm not kidding you.
So bad, David.
It's not even a joke. It's one of those things where you go, ha, ha, oh shit.
Ooh.
It's like dead serious. But the thing was, and like you said, the show must go on. You attempted, and your feet were tapping, your hands were moving, but your face was broke.
Oh my
It
God,
sucked.
dude.
It was crazy. No, I've never seen anything like that before, and it's not. I laugh because of how funny it was when you fell, but it wasn't funny what happened though. It's crazy.
Wait, real quick, this is what went down. Freaking my shoe, when I did my round off, my shoe went halfway off because I had the high tops and it was really loose. But I was so hyped up with 4,000 women screaming at me that I was like, yeah, I can do anything. So I did the flip. Now, I landed on my feet. It wasn't like I went up and landed on my face. I landed on my feet. But the angle that I went, if the momentum pushed me back and slammed me down.
No, you slipped. Yeah, you slipped.
So it wasn't like, but when I hit, I wasn't unconscious or anything. I just was like, oh, okay, I just messed up. Somehow I just messed up.
Dave Nickel, do you have like a whole Chippendale fan page where girls are like, "Oh my God, David Nickel, I'm so sorry." Did they have a GoFundMe for you or anything like that? Because that was because these women want to give money to people like you. I mean, because you're sexy, you sing like an angel, and then when something bad happens, they want.
Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, since I'm starting my own TV show, I am looking for sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but you know what? We all are. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Hey, there is no shame to anyone's game in the sense of you want to pay for entertainment to be entertained. Here's
Right.
what it is. Here's the outlet, and it's honestly, it's not.
I got to pay for a camera crew. I got to pay for somebody to edit.
Understood? Yeah, man.
You know?
Dave,
So,
what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram, Dave?
D Nickel 4. DNICOLL 4.
what's your Venmo account?
What's the?
We'll get you some money.
What's
Dave.
the four? Wait. What's the 4 for?
David Russell Nickel the 4th. I'm a king, baby.
Wow, the 4th.
Well, David has like what do you have? Like 18 brothers and sisters? How many people? You have a lot.
No.
I only got 2 brothers, Mike and Billy.
Yeah.
And I got
They're the handsome guys before you.
exactly. Well, no, behind me. I'm the old.
Dude, let me tell you something.
I
David
just
Nickel,
look the youngest. Hey, what's up now?
Oh, I know. I've heard D Nickel say this. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Hey,
This
girl.
is D.
Stop it. Hey, Dave, enough of that.
Yo,
We're not
girl,
gonna
you
get
want
into
to
this.
see me
say
do it flip?
No, I don't say.
Yo,
Enough of those
girl, let me
stories,
tell you
Dave.
something. Do you know what I do?
We all
Let me
know
sing
way
you a
too
song.
much.
Let me sing you a song up in this.
I know we gotta go.
Just,
I know we got to go real quick, but let me give a shout out, like, so people can go to the vegasfix.tv and check out the website. We're going to start the network in like a month or 2. I'd love to have you on,
What is
Joe.
it again? So Joe can put it up there.
It's thevegasfix.tv. And then you'll see my show is right there. The first show, Living Las Vegas with David Nichol.
That's
Vegas.
so wrong, but
Hey, by the way,
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, by the way, Dave, thank you again for joining us today. Do me a favor, just bring us out. We're just going to put you on full screen for a second. Give us 30 seconds of some funk, some kind of good little record you can say. And then Jason, Joey.
Something that you now have in your give us something you have in your repertoire that you can just blow.
That you can just rip.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Well,
I took them out. I took them
hold
out.
on. I like this song. Since we were on the Justin Timberlake, we'll go out with this.
Okay.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. It's feeling up no ceiling when I'm in my zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my hands off of it, moving so phenomenally. Feel the hot way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm feeling too close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine. Come on, y'all. Nothing I can see but you. If you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. Go! Everybody! Can't stop the feeling. I can't stop the feeling. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
Dave, that was awesome, bro.
Come out to Vegas.
David Nichol, that was awesome. Jason, what the hell were you singing, dude?
I said, I guess I'll defend.
We're in a hotel room.
Joey, you told me to shut up because we're in the hotel.
Shut the fuck.
He's got to shut up.
Bro.
Dude, we had people calling us, knocking on the door twice now. What happened? What they call us for? An inspection?
Listen, Matt
I
Middle,
guess-
Wait, hold on.
I guess here at the new Disney Hotel, they check the room periodically. They didn't check it yesterday, so they said, "Hey, we just inspect the
Are they
room."
checking
Like,
for crazy people? Because we have
no, nothing bad. They were just checking. So, Judy Gold was awesome. David Nichol was awesome. I mean, we called him 50 minutes ago, and that was great.
Logan was amazing.
Oh God! You know, Jason, why don't you take us out, Jason?
Wait, real quick before we take him out.
What?
We should never do this again.
No, we should do it every single time.
No, because look what happens.
What? I got hamstring.
Sorry,
Joe, what happened? You saw Celia.
sorry.
Listen.
It's a great idea.
I wasn't in a hotel, working off a per diem right now. I wouldn't have done this. If I'm at my house, I don't have a per diem. I can't get. Bullet. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Judy was awesome, and Jason, you were great today. David Nichol was awesome. Again, we brought him on just to have a little fun.
David Nichol. I love that dude.
Joe, recap. Go ahead. Sorry, Sam.
No, it's not a recap. It was a great day. Thank you guys again. It was fun.
What did Kristen Devlin say?
Yeah.
Somebody
What
said
about-
greatest show so far. Jason, have you had too much to drink? Oh, me? Yeah, no, I had a few drinks. I did nothing like
Nothing like what I've had.
nothing like Jason. And by the way,
Me
again,
out by 8 p.m.
let's look at the legend today. Jason Legend.
Look at that picture.
Matt Mendel, why do
That's
you not have
dope.
any more Star Wars pictures?
Look
in
at that
here?
picture. That's a great picture. I have.
Yeah.
We'll post them on,
Ugh.
we'll post them on Friday.
Jesus.
What's that? Wednesday.
Friday,
Wednesday.
we have the soccer
We're
player.
there today.
Friday. We'll post it up on Friday.
Jason Logan, dude. Why is your finger up in the air like this?
Because I'm fancy, for goddamn sake.
No, fingers for winners.
Fingers are for winners, by the way. Joey, if you don't tell me.
Okay.
Winners.
So, again, okay, so back to our story. Friday, Kobe Jones is on. We're also going to recap beach tennis, which we did yesterday morning.
Oh,
Actually, that was good. Other
was
ones
a fun
hurt.
one.
That
That
was
was-
actually
yeah.
a good one. That was fun.
that was
yeah,
a
we'll
fun
talk about beach tennis tomorrow morning as well. So again, I'm out. You guys are great. I know, Joey, you can't do your little slappy happy.
I can.
Why can't
Okay, I
you do it?
can.
Yeah,
Watch.
you do it right here.
Now, what about Matt? Where's Matt and where's
No, you-
where's
no.
Matt? Where's Matt? And hold on, Joey. Where's Matt?
Get over here and end the broadcast, for God's sakes.
Shut up. Let's bring Chad and Matt, who also helped us out. Where are they?
Chad's right there.
Hey, Chad. Okay. So, Chad Molly, what'd you think of today? What'd you think, Chad?
Talk into this microphone.
Chad. What'd you think of today, Chad? Yeah. What'd you think of your camera that got the clear picture?
No, we never used it.
Oh, I thought I'm in the other rooms. I don't know.
Matt should have never gone to the theme park with us. He should have been here doing his job, preparing the studio. That's what should have happened. But no, Matt wanted to ride rides. Sorry, I apologize.
I didn't get you on any rides, Jason. I didn't do anything as far as that.
I'm just saying, Matt, what's more important, rides or the show?
Both.
Nah, it's a wrong answer, Matt. You should have said the show. You should have said the show. But,
Look, I got it set up. I did.
You could have no.
yeah, you should have said the show though. That makes you look like you care more about not being famous.
The most important.
The right answer is the right answer.
The right answer is the right answer. Oh, looking back a few years from now, this would be magical moments in the fork in the road.
Yo, these
I'm
nuts
freaking
are
drunk.
still on. Look at these
I
nuts.
am drunk.
These nuts
right
are still on.
now.
Dave Nickel. He's
What
still
up,
on.
Dave
Dave?
Nickel. Dave Nickel. Dave Nickel.
I enjoy you guys. Y'all make me
And
laugh. It's like being
I've had
home.
3
Yep.
friggin' Jack and Coke Zeros. Dave Nickel, I'm drunk. I don't know if I'm going to make it home.
Can you, David Nickel? Can you give us a little tune of selling it like an outro, if you will? Give us a little outro. We'll have you sing. Let Nickel give a little singing outro, and then we'll come back and say goodnight.
The name of your show is What Does Joe Know?
What does Joey know?
Joey.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just,
What
no,
does
just sing
Joey
something
know?
else. Don't do that shit. Just sing something that people would know.
Or Jason.
I want to say I've had a good time sitting here rapping with Jason, Joe, Chad, Matt. Was it Matt?
Yes, it was Matt.
Okay, cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hey, that's just making it up, you know.
They were dying laughing. I don't know what they were laughing
We were
at.
trying to be cool and slick, but we were like, "Oh, what does Joey know?" It's
Click,
podcast.
and I couldn't do it. I
Yeah,
missed the
yeah.
button. I don't. That's why. I don't.
All right. Thank you again, Dave. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, brother. All right. You guys.
Thanks, Dave. Oh, Joe, wait, Joe, where'd you go? Come back, Joe.
What?
How was the show, Joe? Rewrap. Good.
I already told you how the show was. I asked Matt
Can I
and
go to bed
Chad
now?
what they thought of the show, and they said it was great. Matt said it's important to ride rides in the show. He's still confused on what his priorities are. Chad looks like he hasn't done Nutrisystem in a while, so we're going to talk about that. What?
Actually, he looks pretty good. I've seen
No,
him
he does.
swollen.
He
I've
does.
seen him swollen before. He's
You
not.
know,
He's
get
not
back
bad.
in here, Chad.
He's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Say F off, Joe Molino.
Chad, have you started?
Yes, damn. He doesn't get invited to the fitness challenge. He said.
No, hold on. In all fairness, Chad was there on the day, the rooftop thing, and Chad even said, I'm going to get myself back in shape. That's the only reason why I said that. So, Chad, did you not say that? You said this is encouraging? Oh, my God, Jason.
Sorry, I lifted the microphone to
Leave
Chad's
it
mouth.
there. Leave it on the. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, no, Chad said at the rooftop, Chad said, I want to get more involved. That's all. That's the only reason why I was cracking the joke. My God, that was it. All right, anyway, Joe, show was great.
You know, we realize it's almost 2 hours.
By the way, this has been a fun me and you next door. Matt Mindel kept putting his
You know
face
what?
in the
You
middle
know
of
what?
it.
Seriously? Can we do this together? Come over to my house. Come over to my house if you can.
I will. I'm going to come to your house next time.
Please do. I think we should do
Friday.
Friday.
I'll
No, come here. I'm here Friday. No, we're checking out. I'm checking out.
Joe.
all right, either way.
Joe,
We're good.
do the hand to mouth. The
Joe,
hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't.
Shut up, Joe Lovell. Hold on.
We're about to be out. You get out. No, say goodbye. Wait, hang on. Get in here. Say goodbye. Great. Okay.
I put my mask on.
Hang on. I gotta say goodbye.
Do it. Say goodbye. I see it. Jesus Christ. What the hell? I got my mask on. That's what this Joey know on a Wednesday from Walt Disney World. Hit the button, Matt. For God's sakes. You're the worst.